Tell them a little bit about the break room, Amanda, where it's at, what it's about, and all that.
Absolutely. I mean, you pretty much summed it up. We don't like to think of things too deeply. So the break room is really what it is. We've got about 3 rooms. We've got some small ones, some big ones, where you can come in and you can just let it all go. Whether you're, processing some childhood trauma, or Jeff from the break room Tuesday, whatever. We've got a great space for you.
Yeah, you can even have like birthday parties if maybe
Absolutely.
your man or woman they like to get violent on breaking some stuff. Then that might be the perfect party for them.
Or team building.
Yeah, it
What
could be
better way to do trust building exercises than get locked in a room with utensils of mass destruction with your coworkers?
That does sound awesome. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can your coworker be? No, you probably can't hit them. And then to my right, it's Dr. Dovie over here. Now, Dovie, tell folks about kind of what you do and what you're about.
Okay, I'm an integrative healing arts practitioner. I specialize in clinical hypnotherapy. I do Reiki, energy healing of all areas. I also include mindfulness into each therapy session that I do. I do sound therapy included in all of it.
Now, what does raking have to do? Is that like some Mr. Miyagi stuff? Raking, you rake the leaves and then you.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
So basically, you're like a holistic doctor in a lot of ways. Is that a good way to describe that?
I'm certified in 7 different areas.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, that's more than I have. I'm not certified in any area.
Same.
So tell me, hypnosis. You see it on TV where they hold up the stopwatch and you look into this and all that. That's not really how it goes, is it?
It's
You
nothing
probably don't
like
have a
that.
watch you swing to make
No.
people go under.
No. I
No,
don't.
what do you use? GHB?
I use words.
Word,
I
just
use
words.
my voice, yes.
Okay. So, who would be an ideal person that you might be able to benefit? Would you say?
There's such a wide range that hypnotherapy is good for. I could probably not list them all in this segment.
But maybe if you wanted to quit
But
smoking.
smoking, weight loss. I specialize in stress reduction therapy and past life regression therapy.
Okay, well, that sounds like stress reduction, something I think everybody could take advantage
It
of.
affects every part of your body.
All right, and we do have an empty seat here to my left, but maybe it'll get filled later. We'll see. We'll see if somebody can make it in or not. But let's talk a little bit more about what else you guys do. Now, Amanda, you are part of a chapter of the Business Network group, BNI, right?
I am.
Yeah, and tell a little bit about how that works.
So BNI is Business Networking International, and so there are chapters all over the world. And what's really unique about BNI is within a chapter, you can have only one representative from each field. So there's, in my chapter, we have one plumber, we have one electrician,
Right.
et cetera, et cetera. And what we do is we come together weekly, pass referrals to each other, and then we do continuing education, and we get to know each other, and we build
Okay.
relationships. And it's really neat. I've been a part of it for probably 8 years.
Okay, and Dovie, you drive a giant purple Dodge
People eater.
Challenger, right? Is that what it is, a Challenger?
A Challenger.
It's got a big giant motor in it. It goes blah, blah,
It's
blah, blah,
got
blah,
the
blah.
6.4,
Yeah,
the shaker, yes.
yeah. If you put $5 in it, what would you make it to pump to, you think?
Actually, I have the economy mode in it,
Do
so
you?
it kicks it down.
Well, so what kind of mileage do you get on that?
About 21.
Really?
21
With a
highway.
6-point-something motor. That's pretty
It
amazing.
kicks it down to the economy, so I have like 4 different modes I can drive in.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, now, I normally, I was saying yesterday, or whenever Ronnie was here last, that and Chad Sledge, who was here, he drives one also. And I always tell people, I'm not saying they are. The Challenger, not everybody who drives one's a dick, but it is the official car of
It is.
a-holes. You know what I mean? Anybody in a Challenger, that's the only thing that they want to race everybody all the time. Do you just feel that? Is it just something when you drive it, you feel like you got to smoke people or something?
No, I do not drive like that.
don't?
My
Okay.
driving record is clean, but
She said my driving record is clean if you need to know.
I haven't had it up past 120. So.
No, is that all
120?
just up? Not past
No,
120.
no, it goes a lot faster than that.
Wow.
I'm sure that it does. I do remember when I did have a Corvette that I was driving it home, and there in Benton near the Sevier Street exit, there's a far right lane that's only for that exit. So I kind of coasted down. It was Sunday, nobody was really around. I coasted it down to about 45 and punched it. And I'm going to tell you something. I've never had a car before that you could punch at that speed. and it feels like you're starting at zero and whoop, and it scared the hell out. I think I got up to probably about that in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
And I went, ooh, that's awful fast.
Yeah, mine's pretty scary, so I don't.
No, you don't do that.
I love it too
Now,
much.
do people try to race you because you're purple and
They
you're
like to
challenged?
ride my tail end a
Do
lot.
they come up and try to just rev
They
it up
try
on
to
you?
push me because they think I need to go fast all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, 80 is the new 55.
It
these
is.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is
I'm
very
telling
true.
you, man. When I drive in from Saline County, and it's still dark, but man, there's always going to be at least one person that passes me doing 100,
Absolutely.
comfortably doing 100.
yeah.
It's not like they're running from the law; they're just driving. And I'm like, who's driving comfortably at a bill? But
At 5 o'clock in the morning.
yeah, but I guess they got somewhere to be, right?
Maybe.
Well, let's get to speaking of somewhere to be. Let's get to some news and stuff. Here we go.
Hi, found you. What? I didn't know you were gay. I'm not. I found you on Grindr. Tinder. I'm on Tinder. You're on Grindr.
That's why guys keep coming up to me in chaps.
Like these. Hey.
Yeah. I think that says it all right there. All right. See if we can do a little bit of news that you give a damn about here. And be sure to comment on these as you feel appropriate, ladies. The Small Business Administration announced yesterday in a statement that the funds for its disaster loan programs are exhausted. The number of loans it's processed due to destruction of Hurricanes Helene and Milton has caused the agency to say the SBA is pausing new loan offers for its direct low-interest long-term loans for disaster survivors. The president and others have encouraged Congress, which is on a recess. And
Yeah,
how does that work, by the way?
I don't know. It seems like they're always on recess. Like there's always some break for Congress to take.
Yeah. It does seem that way. I'm like, why? Why don't we get recess like that? Why can't I just take
miss
off work for
recess.
3 months and still get a check and everybody talk to me?
We don't have a government ID number.
Well, that's probably true. Now,
I think I do have a government ID number, but it's not one that gets me any perks.
no, it's the one that gets your tax revenue.
No.
House Speaker Mike Johnson has said several times he has no plans to call Congress back to Capitol Hill because he's drinking a Mai Tai in a chair somewhere on the beach. So enjoy that while we continue to make the
priorities.
tax dollars here, right? Okay, so just weeks before the presidential election, almost the same time as early voting began in Georgia yesterday, Judge Robert McBurney ruled the certification of election results by Georgia County officials is mandatory. It must certify and must do so by a certain time. Now, what does that mean? It means that even if fraud or error is suspected, they still have to certify the vote count. It doesn't mean the votes are legal, but they do have to certify the vote count. Some people have a big issue with that, and I understand both sides of that. Hurricane Helene damaged a Baxter plant that supplies about 60% of the nation's IV fluid supply.
Oh no.
That's not good.
That is not good.
Because of the impact on healthcare, the administration is invoking wartime powers. That is being used to rebuild the North Carolina plant to the front of the line for a contractor. The federal administration said the officials are looking at other ways the wartime powers might be able to help them and other manufacturers get back to business
Wartime
more
powers?
quickly. Yeah,
What does that mean?
well, a wartime power kind of gives the government authority over everything.
Everything?
It's almost like a miniaturized version in business of martial law.
Okay.
So you can come in and bypass all your regulations, all the things that normally you'd have to
for
do.
speedy
Right. It was designed so that they could take over businesses during, for example, World War II and make ammunition.
Okay.
Yeah, your company doesn't make ammo, but it will
But it will
now
now.
because that's what we need to survive. So
Got it.
start making it. Yeah.
with women workers.
Yeah.
Do what?
With women
With the
workers.
ladies.
Well, I mean, they had dainty hands for ballistics,
That is true.
Early
Some of
voting, yeah, did start in Georgia yesterday, and a record number of voters took advantage. At least 250,000 people cast an early ballot as of 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's about twice the amount from 2020. According to the election lab, whatever that may be, 5.5 million Americans have already voted this year, allegedly, which is behind 4 years ago when 27 million had cast their ballot. Wow.
27
Yeah.
million.
We got a problem. We got a protest. It's time, baby. We got protest.
Protest.
Love it.
Protest.
What are we
Waving
protesting?
signs,
It's
waving
our time.
signs with slogans like "Get your goop out of our loops." Hundreds of protesters gathered at the Battle Creek, Michigan headquarters of Kellogg to demand the company remove artificial dyes from the breakfast cereal. The makers of Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks announced a decade ago that it would take the artificial colors and ingredients out by 2018. It has done that in other countries.
In other countries, yeah.
Yes.
Activists
Yeah.
said they were delivering petitions with signatures and they wanted the substances removed. They said, look, 85% of our cereals don't have anything in them. So look, 15%. The makers we're getting there. Live with it.
Well, I'm sure Dovie has a lot to say on that. That bad dye and crap in our food.
Every
countries,
ingredient
yes.
that we
Activists
use,
said
other
they were
countries
delivering
do not.
petitions.
Absolutely.
Well, there are
They
many
said, look,
ingredients we do
85%
use
of
that
our
others
cereals
don't deem unsafe. You're right about that.
look,
No,
15%
there's certainly
getting there. Live with
truth
it.
to that, whether
Well,
it comes
I'm sure
to dyes
Dovie
or
has
other things like
a lot to
that.
say
Yeah.
on that.
Thousands more
That
than all of our
bad
food.
dye
But
and
you know,
crap
we're
in our
tougher.
food.
You just
Every-
understand. We're
Well,
there
are
tougher. You know, our so we can eat nails. It's fine.
You're right about
If you're
it.
gonna
We
be
need to
dumb,
iron.
you gotta be tough.
Truth to that. I don't know about the dumb part.
But if you're wondering why the cancer rate's going up, that's part of it.
You think so?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
You
It's
think the
not-
additives, the things like that? What all is it?
I think it's the combination of the additives, the chemicals, and the stress.
Yeah. What about crack?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
Is there a correlation between crack and cancer?
I don't know. There's a correlation between crack and weight.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's on crack now, or Ozempic as they call it.
Ozempic, yes.
Yeah. Jakey Lee. You may know who that is. He's got something in common with 50 Cent now. A guitarist for Ozzy Osbourne was shot multiple times in Vegas Tuesday. Yeah, Jakey Lee shot multiple times. He is expected to fully recover, according to the spokesperson. In a statement, they said, as confirmed, legendary guitarist Jakey Lee was shot multiple times early this morning in a Las Vegas, Nevada
What'd he
street
do?
shooting. I don't know. He was fully conscious, expected to fully recover. They said it was random. Said he took his dog out for a walk. And as the incident's under investigation, no further comments. I don't know, unless they were trying to rob him. It doesn't sound very random, does it?
Yeah.
I just want to shoot a legendary guitarist, Jakey Lee.
Multiple times.
Yeah, I want to know where the people in Metallica and Megadeth were.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to take him out. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know. But Jakey Lee's a phenomenal guitarist. You may know him from albums like Bark at the Moon, The Ultimate Sin. He was replaced by Zakk Wylde.
Wylde.
Yeah, hey, nice. Let's talk about Zakk Wylde then, since we know who he is. Zakk Wylde has announced he's dropping out of the remaining 2024 shows on the Experience Hendrix tour. No one can blame him. He says that it's due to his inclusion in the upcoming performance honoring Ozzy, his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So after last night's show in Nashville, there are 4 dates left on the tour, and it features Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Kingfish Ingram, Eric Johnson, and some other guys, and it did feature Zakk Wylde. But I get, I look, if I had a choice to do that
Very
or
true.
go to
Yeah.
Ozzy's induction,
Yeah.
I'm
I'm going to Ozzy's induction.
just to see Ozzy and hear what he
Absolutely.
says, man, because it's going to be a bunch of yeah. But man, when he sings, it sounds so good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, he should sing everything just so you can understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be better, wouldn't it?
And that's so interesting that you can understand what he's saying, singing, but when he talks, and it's been like that for years.
No, it's just been like that since he had a reality show. I mean, they had this. They used close captioning on him because half the people could not understand what the hell he was saying. All right, so let's get to some other news here. Americans' trust in the mass media has fallen to a record low.
Thank God.
Yes.
Yeah, according to a new survey released by Gallup on Monday. Now, look, Gallup is not to the left, to the right, to my knowledge. They're just a polling organization.
Yep.
Around 36% surveyed said they have zero trust in the mass media.
Absolutely.
I'm not in mass media, by the way.
No.
I'm not in mass media. I once was in mass media. This is a,
the dark
something-
side.
Yeah.
We have cookies.
Only 31% expressed a great deal of confidence. 33% said not much. So think about that. 33% don't have much confidence. 36% have zero. That's almost 70% of the nation that's saying, yeah, the media is full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when someone is intuitive with themselves, they can see through the BS.
Yeah, no, I
mean,
don't disagree with that.
everybody knows, common sense. So, or they should.
I would like
Hope
to
so.
say everyone
They
knows
should.
common sense, but I do watch the news, and I
Absolutely.
don't necessarily agree with that. It says that it dropped to a previous low of 32% in 2016. That was matched in 2023.
I quit watching in 2017.
Did you?
I did.
That sounds like a good time to have quit.
Yeah, no, I quit. I actually have a note on my refrigerator, like dated from when I quit watching. I couldn't handle it anymore. Just the
it's good
body
for your
visceral response I was having to the news. I couldn't do it, and it was just making me hate everything and
Yeah.
everybody. I would go out and interact with just regular human beings, and I'm so angry and pissed off about what I've seen on TV that I'm coming like a dick to you
Yeah.
for no reason.
I think that was very common, or is very common, but particularly, at the onset of the COVID, the lockdown, all of
Absolutely.
that. I think that, man, so many people's dispositions changed, and some have not come back.
Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? They're still very bitter. They're very
Yeah.
mad, and.
That's why I started the break room is because of all of the influx in violence and alcohol abuse and drug abuse and just the anger. Everybody was just still so angry.
Yeah.
We have this collective trauma together,
Well, sure.
and we're just
We got
bumping
rused by the
Yeah,
We're
government.
bumping and bleeding all over each other, and it's not my
Well-
fault. It's not your fault, but
No, it
I'm
just
gonna
is.
fight you.
When you're watching TV, you're under a state of hypnosis. So anything that you hear or see while watching TV, it reflects on
It
who you are.
subliminates.
Absolutely. A friend of mine was talking to me the other day. He was taking care of his father at the end of his life, and his father would always watch Fox News. And apparently there's some bell or something that goes off. I don't know because I don't watch it. But he got to a point where it was just this almost a Pavlovian response
Yeah.
kind of thing. And after his dad passed away, he didn't hear the bell for a while and then heard it somewhere, and it triggered him.
Yeah, see, I have the same Pavlovian response when my wife uses all three names of my Patrick John Beam. I'm in big trouble at that moment, I know. Okay, so Trump, hold on 1 second, let me just. Donald Trump got in a heated exchange with Bloomberg editor-in-chief John Micklethwait yesterday when he talked about tariffs. He told the journalist he's been wrong his entire life. Micklethwait repeatedly asked him how he would enact high tariffs on foreign companies without getting economic blowback as the current economy intertwined with China and the EU. But his answer was it's going to have a massive effect, a positive effect. He said it must be hard for you to spend 25 years talking about tariffs as being negative, then have somebody explain to you that you're totally wrong. I mean, say what you want, man. The dude gets off the best lines.
God, I guess.
The Super Bowl will return to Atlanta in 2028 at the home of the Falcons, following a vote of approval by the NFL owners yesterday at the league's annual fall meeting. This will be the fourth time the NFL championship game is played in Atlanta, and no times yet at War Memorial. In case you're wondering. Okay.
I think it's the parking.
Yeah, maybe it's you think it's the parking.
It's definitely
issue?
the parking in that roundabout right there.
Hey, you might remember this guy, James Howells. He is in the history books for accidentally throwing away Bitcoin worth about $500 million.
Oh my.
Yeah. So in a last-ditch effort,
possible?
yeah, no, he did. The Wells software engineer filed a lawsuit for about almost $500,000 in damages for repeatedly denying his request to excavate a landfill site housing where he discarded the hard drive, and it had 8,000 units of Bitcoin. Now, he had bought that.
Yeah.
In the very early stages of Bitcoin when it was worthless, basically. He bought it for pennies,
Yeah.
nothing. And then it, of course, became Bitcoin. He's assembled a team of specialists to carry out the excavation at no cost to the council. He's
Oh, wow.
proposed to give them 10% of the value.
Let him dig.
Let him, yeah,
Let him
let him
dig.
dig.
Everyone
That's right,
else
drill,
did.
baby,
Yeah,
drill.
exactly. Do
Drill,
it.
baby,
Do it.
drill.
Go for it.
Yeah, as of this writing, and I would be suing too. It's worth
Hell yeah.
$514.37 million.
Show
sitting
right.
in
I'm
a
suing.
landfill.
Let's go.
Now, I believe this is the same guy who could not remember his password, and he had like one chance left on it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Can you imagine the pressure if you had one chance left?
Oh.
You're just going to look at it forever. Well, no.
Oh
Uh,
God.
Well, this is not going to make you feel better about anything. I'm sorry.
The bathroom for rent?
No. Your long-held suspicions are confirmed. Your phone is listening to you.
Duh.
Well, yeah, but here's some real solid evidence. A marketing firm whose clients include Facebook and Google has now admitted it listens to users'
Yep.
smartphone microphones, places ads based on that information that's picked up. Cox Media Group, the TV, news, and radio conglomerate, admitted that its active listening software uses AI to capture your real-time conversations. And then they pair it to send you ads. So in other words, you say, "Oh, I'm cold." The next thing you know, you got an ad for either a heater or a coat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it works.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. Anytime I'm out with my friends and we're having a conversation about something and it's like, well, here, just give me your phone. And
Yeah.
I'll say it like 4 times into their phone. I was like, there you go. It's going to pop up, on your feed.
It used to be
30
subtle.
seconds.
It's not anymore.
Oh, not at all.
I'm surprised it doesn't go, "Hey, you
in your
just
window."
said."
I honestly think I think of things sometimes. It might even be so deep that it's like telepathic at this point because I swear I've not said things before and just holy shit, there it is on my phone.
Well,
yeah.
they do. They have shown in some recent experiments that people they were connecting people with sound waves from their brain. They can now hook a thing up to your brain. You don't have to say anything. It can translate what your thoughts are into words. It literally can do that. So maybe, who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe it's got a built-in scanner and it's scanning your brain. That's why you're holding it up
Yeah.
there.
That's possible. Anything's
never know.
possible at this point.
There's nothing I doubt anymore.
No.
Let's talk about a little bit of sports, and there's some big news today. All-Pro wideout Davante Adams has been shipped from the Raiders in Vegas to the New York Jets. This comes less than a day after New York took a 23-20 defeat against the Bills, and it was a heartbreaker for Aaron Rodgers and his crew. Adams being traded ends his tenure in Sin City. That lasted over 2 seasons. Now, in the 22 offseason, the Raiders made a trade with the Green Bay Packers for his services. The franchise inked him to a 5-year, $140 million deal. Good money if you can get it.
Wow.
That's 65.7 guaranteed. If you fall down, you don't come back, you still get 65.
Wow.
Vegas had sent over a 1st and 2nd round pick to Green Bay for Adams. He made a name for himself in the league, 8 years receiving for Aaron Rodgers. But while he's being reunited with him, it ain't the same Davante Adams it once was. So I don't know if this is going to help or not help. But he does need something over there because he damn sure ain't got anybody to throw to at New York. And then a woman ran the entire length of the Appalachian Trail, beating the fastest known time by 13 hours.
Yeah.
Tara Dower, she's a 31-year-old professional runner. She ran a 2,200-mile Appalachian Trail on the East Coast in 40 days. First of all, the question is, why?
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 Yeah. Why?
Why do you want to run 2,200
days?
miles?
40 days.
Forrest Gump didn't run that long.
I don't want to run for 40. I don't want to run for 4 minutes.
No, hell no, I
I'm
don't.
good at 30 minutes.
I'm not even good at that. Like
I'm not
I
either.
thought I was gonna be cool and do a couch to
Oh, yeah.
5K or whatever thing, and I got
no.
up to like a 10 point something mile. No, I'm good. I'm good. I've got nothing to prove to anybody. I will die in the apocalypse.
I thought when I joined the military, people used to talk about runner's high, and some people say they get it. Look, I've been high, and I've never gotten anything close to that. It never felt like I was smoking a joint. It did feel like my kneecaps were popping off. It did feel like my chest was going to burst like I was Sigourney Weaver in Alien or something, But no, I never got the runner's high. Yeah.
No.
The woman from Boulder, Colorado, said she previously hiked the trail, but not nearly as fast. This time around, she wanted to beat the fastest known time, which had been roughly 41 days and 7 hours. And apparently she was already in great shape. Well, no S.
Yeah, seriously.
Of course she was. She did this. I mean,
She sounds so nonchalant about it too.
Yeah.
Like she woke up on
Yeah.
a Tuesday, was like,
yeah, I'll do it.
I
I
think
guess
I'm
so.
gonna go run for 40 days.
Yeah, I'm bored. Let's do
I'm
it.
so bored.
I can't understand. If you go through Netflix long enough, you might want to run for 40 days because is it just me? Does
There's a
anyone
rabbit hole there.
Does anyone ever spend more time looking for something and then at the end just give up and go, you know what, I can't
Absolutely.
even do this anymore?
I'm not a surfer, but Ronnie is.
I've done
Ronnie's
that
a
so many
surfer.
times.
Just give up at some
Give
point.
up
I can't-
Netflix
I can't
or running through Prime
And sometimes
Video.
it's not even there's nothing to watch. It's just I can't. I'm too many decisions
Too many
for me.
decisions,
Yeah,
too many
I'm just like,
choices.
I'll just look at TikTok some more.
Yeah. I'll just put Mountain Monsters back on.
Yeah.
Like, just
What's in that? What's that about?
Mountain Monsters?
Yeah.
Well, our friend with the drunken cryptids will like this, but
Oh,
it
Matt
is-
Orman, yeah.
Yeah, it's they follow the Ames team. It's the Appalachian Investigators of Mysterious Sightings, and they go look
Okay.
for all the different Bigfoots
Ah.
all through Appalachia.
Okay. Well, I'm sure
Appalachian.
that is interesting.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. That's my trash TV.
It's probably not Bigfoot in Appalachia. It's just probably one of those folks that hadn't shaved in a long
It's
time. I'm guessing.
possible.
Have you seen those folks?
I have.
You ever seen The Wonderful World of the White?
I have.
Whoa, man!
Wow.
Watch that.
Wow.
Watch that.
Watch that.
It is not about race.
It's not.
The Wonderful World of the White sounds like something that you might watch in a Nazi camp, but
Yeah,
it's not.
it's not.
It's about a family in West Virginia who is.
West Virginia.
They're very challenged. You know what I'm saying? They if you move their plate 5 inches, they'd starve to death. Let me put it like that. You know, they struggle. People in Central Florida already considered Cameron Elias a hero for working hard to restore power after Hurricane Milton, but the lineman became even more of one when he stepped in to save strangers after a car crash. He was on the job Sunday. He took a break from bringing the power back to help free people trapped in an overturned car. That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
That is good news. That is good news. The Detroit Lions.
Oh,
Yeah.
whooped the
What?
Cowboys.
Oh, they
Stomped the Cowboys.
no man. That was an ass whooping of epic
That was
proportion.
insane. And I
No.
don't even really watch, but God bless America, guys.
Jerry Johnson went home and
Jerry.
broke 3 Rolexes.
Jerry, come on, man.
Oh, Jerry's
What
no-
are you doing these
You know
days?
what? Look, Jerry.
Well, we know.
Jerry. Man, he's brilliant moneymaker. He
Absolutely.
turned it into the most valuable franchise in the world.
Absolutely.
What
What
he'll
happened?
never do is keep a good coach because
That's
he
true.
meddles too much, and so they'll never
He's a
win. like that.
micromanager.
An annoying one. He
100%.
probably calls you at like 1 a.m. Hey, I was thinking about this play. Shut up, Jerry.
Right?
Trying to get it in, dog. Detroit Lions defensive end Aiden Hutchinson came into Sunday's game against the Cowboys, leading the NFL in sacks, 6.5. But his season's in jeopardy now. In the third quarter, he added to his league lead with a 7th sack, but he was on the ground. Dak Prescott appeared to smack his leg into another player. Well, he writhed in pain, took his gloves off. They briefly paused, and he was put on the backboard and onto a car driven off the field. So they spoke about it, said he's in good hands. He's being taken care of. He'll be back here, but he's going to be down for a little while.
Is that? I heard something about a compound fracture. Was that what that was?
It may be.
may be.
It may be. Yeah. So they're still looking into it there. After excelling with the Memphis Grizzlies on a 2-way deal last season, Scottie Pippen Jr. has agreed to a multi-year deal with the franchise. Pippen's representative, Rich Paul, by the way, that's LeBron's agent, confirmed the deal. Terms of the deal not reported. Now, he is, in fact, the 23-year-old son of Hall of Famer Scottie Pippen. He went undrafted in 2022 after an All-SEC career at Vanderbilt, played limited action in 6 games with the Lakers on a 2-way contract. Then he got waived. He signed a 2-way deal with the Grizzlies, played 21 games, 16 starts. But anyway, apparently he's been working in the background, getting it ready, and so they've signed him to a big deal now. This is a good one, unlike Bronny James that the Lakers signed. And, you know, I'm watching the Lakers going, man, what a hostage deal that was. LeBron said, yeah, I'll stay if you bring Bronny and no one else. And, like, they needed anybody. They could have taken a towel boy and put him in the game. Bronny is terrible. He's the worst rookie in the league by stats. He's absolutely terrible. I know LeBron must be happy and good for him. His son probably needs no money, but he sucks.
I would
okay?
not want to go work where my parent was working, you know, especially if my parent is LeBron James. Like, I don't want to go play basketball, do what my dad does. Like, I mean, can you imagine the stress of that?
Oh, no. I look, Michael Jordan's son played for a little while, and, you know, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. But if my dad was Michael Jordan, the last thing I want to do is play ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
going into
nah,
IT.
I'm going to water paint.
Michael Jordan used hypnosis before every game.
Did he? Yeah.
Yep. And Kobe Bryant
Kobe Bryant. Okay.
and Shaq does too.
Okay. Have you heard the one about the Oh no, I got to save this for a little bit. Oh, look what we got here. Hold on one second. Let me see if we got.
Buenos dias.
I don't know if she can hear it yet.
No, she can't, but everybody else can.
Everybody else can.
Look who's here. Look who showed up. It's mi esposa. What's up, baby? This is Laura. For those who are uninitiated, this is my way better half. Welcome to the show today. You know Amanda, you know Dovie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, this is an early rise for you and a joy to see you. How are you?
It's traffic.
Traffic? You know, I get it. Matter of fact, let's just talk. Speaking of traffic, if you were moving and you need a reliable, trustworthy moving company, look no further than Metro. Hey, welcome to the show. They'll take care of all the heavy lifting. They'll even pack for you. Doesn't matter. Go to metromoving.co. There's a CO because no M. The only M you need is Metro Moving. You see what that's right. 20 years, over 2,000 moves. They got you. metromoving.co. Be sure and check them out. And then if you need a roof in Arkansas, check out TitanRoofingCompany.com. A couple things you need to know. 10-year transferable warranty. If you're selling a house and you have a transferable roof warranty, that's a big deal, okay? But moreover, they do all the work for you with the insurance company. Even if you've been denied before, they specialize in getting approval. So check out TitanRoofingCompany.com. So what's going on with you today, Boo?
Oh, just getting the day started.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. No,
Smells like estrogen in here today.
Yes.
doesn't it?
You smell it? It smells like a
Delicious.
It sure does. It's a wonderful feeling. Right?
He feels enveloped in the warmth.
Yes,
Sure
It really does.
Yeah, no,
trusted
it's-
you ladies to take the
Absolutely.
Yeah, now I need some kind of wound treatment where I get in a box and pretend I'm in the room and talk to my mom, hear her voice.
Your inner child, your younger Patrick.
Hey, I was totally listening all on the way up here, by the way. And Dovie, like, we got to get back to you at some point and talk about whatever past life regression is. It just sounds like I need to know what that's about.
Okay, well let's so we can do that right this second. I was going to ask that myself, but I kind of skipped over because I don't have time, you know. But now we have time to unpack that.
Past life regression is a therapy is hypnotherapy. We can go first. I like to go back to your childhood and address anything there. I've seen
How long do you have?
a session can last up to 2 hours, but I do recommend people to do 4 to 8 sessions because when you're going back in your past life, if you believe in past life, I've seen people be like in war zones, be different sexes. I've had a woman who thought her hand was cut off when she woke up. But past life regression is good for trauma, just healing if you're lost, if you want to find out why you're here. It's an all-around good therapy for just
So, like, people that, like, from a past life, like reincarnation type stuff?
Yes.
Okay, see, like, I love that, like, to listen to people, but I've never had, like, a reading or anything. I legit believe, but one time I did have this chick tell me that I used to be on a pirate ship.
I believe that.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I definitely believe that.
And she
If you've seen the booty,
So
I did that.
there's a TV show on Lifetime called Who Am I? And that really explains a lot about what it's good for. But I've had clients who have been slaves. It just goes back to finding out why you're still acting a certain way or why you're
So you could
dealing
have
with
like it's
trauma.
kind of like when you leave the internet hooked up too long and it gets a little fuzz in there. You unhook it and you let the fuzz out, and then you hook it back up. Is that kind of along the lines of where you're going?
well, yeah, I guess.
In a simple term, yeah.
So I'm probably dealing with some trauma.
You probably need to be unhooked for a while.
being-
It's really good for even kids who have like sexual stuff that's happened to them. There's a wide range, so we just need to sit down and.
Oh, I'm good. I just wanted to know about a past life if it was real and what
Well,
happened.
You should sit down with her. I'm
some
excited to
believe
sit
and
down
some
with her.
don't.
I
but-
want to believe. I just haven't really, like I said, had anything that's like, tell me, I mean, I guess if it was cool.
Well, even if you
I'd be
don't
like,
believe
yeah.
it, even if you don't believe it's still beneficial for you, I can make you bring out a story
Oh, I could.
That would illustrate that.
that could illustrate that.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. I'll do it. Hey, speaking of which, of internet,
Yeah.
is there a Wi-Fi password in this place?
Yes, there is, and I'll give it to you in a minute.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
I know that you don't actually
By the way-
believe, so I have
oh,
to ask this way.
By the way, Mike Woodall says, "Good morning, Miss Beam. Beautiful as ever."
Buenos dias, Michael.
Yes, good to hear from Mr. Woodall out
It
there.
is.
Yeah,
Now I need
he wants
Colonel
to
Will.
quit smoking, so he hit me up last night.
Oh yeah.
That's
that's
awesome.
good. That's
hey, he's
good.
one of those people too that when he's into something, he's gonna give it. So
That
yeah, you should definitely see her then, Mike, and give it a shot and let us know. And then he could do like little things for you, telling people, hey, it legit worked for
Yeah.
me because I smoked cigarettes like a dirty pirate for years. I'm pretty sure I did the nasty a lot on
Well,
a pirate ship.
Adele has used
Yeah, I'm sure.
hypnotherapy to quit smoking. Fergie used hypnotherapy to
To
quit
quit
smoking.
peeing her pants. Oh, I'm.
Well, yeah.
Fergalicious.
Fergalicious.
All right. Let's do this. We need a palate cleanser here. Just.
Falling asleep in your morning shower? We'll wake you up.
All right. So let's talk about this pretty interesting. Have you heard the one about the Viking, the turd, and the museum?
No.
It's not a joke, actually. This is a 1,200-year-old turd. It's become one of the most Google-worthy exhibits at the Jorvik Viking Center in York, England. That's right, the world's largest fossilized human excrement. It's known as
Why?
It's known as the Lloyd's Bank coprolite. It's offered historians a new understanding of the dietary habits of and health of a Viking. So you need to know that.
I do.
Well, of course you do. Now, its scientific value translates to actual value. Let me ask you a question, Dovie. Do you have anything at home that's maybe a little bit of an heirloom, might have just a little value to it that you're kind of excited, proud of, maybe,
I have my grandmother's gravy porcelain dish
Okay,
that I keep on my.
that's very beautiful and sentimental. What do you think that might be worth? $100, $200, something like that?
I don't know what it's worth, but I know what
hell
it's
of a
worth to
gravy
me.
Right.
What about yourself? Do you have an heirloom, anything worth some money?
I mean, I have a few heirlooms.
Yeah.
In my house, I wouldn't maybe a couple $100. There
Couple
might be
$100.
some things that are maybe $1,000 as far as like the furniture, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this historical turd is worth 39 grand.
Whoa.
So literally,
Again, I ask
a
you
piece of
why.
crap is worth more than anything you've got in your house.
I was gonna say it's worth more than me.
Yeah.
Like that's a
It's
tough
worth more than my
range.
car.
Yeah, no, it's worth more than any car. Maybe all of mine combined. I'm not
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Hey, fun fact on if you go up Mount Everest, you are it's the law required to take your doo-doo
with you, absolutely.
Yeah, you have to tag it and bag it.
So what makes this particular piece of poo
It's referred to as precious poop, by
Did
the
it
way.
precious poop?
Precious poop, yeah.
Did
Did it belong to someone
gonna
like,
say-
special? Did it belong to someone special?
Precious.
Well, it's the oldest and largest specimen they've ever found. It measured a remarkable 8 inches long and 2 inches wide. Now, let's just think
That's
about that for a
regular
moment.
Tuesday.
It would
8
crest,
inches.
It would crest the water.
That's going to be one of those that stand up out of the bowl.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Well, I call that the masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Yeah,
the
you go to
precious
the.
poop.
You don't ever throw paper over that one. You go to the next stall.
No,
so
you
can
gotta get
leave that
somebody.
there and let somebody walk in.
Somebody
and go.
has to see that.
Because if I walk in and see it, I will salute that. I'll take a selfie with that. You know what I mean? Like that's amazing.
Is Bono aware of this precious
Bono,
poop?
Bono.
Does anybody
What a
remember
bag.
that
What?
South Park episode? You do.
Yes.
Gunner
Gunner
remembers.
remembers it.
Oh yeah, the largest poop and Dan. What who is it? Marsh, Mr. Marsh. Yeah, he's like in this competition with freaking Bono, but it turns out Bono is the biggest piece of shit on the planet.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, it's
That's
y'all go
great.
back. It's like vintage South Park.
Well, I don't know what college degree you have, but Andrew Jones here, he got himself a degree in scatology. He's a scatologist. That's
Scat.
the study of your
Poo.
poop. That's right.
Yeah.
He made the poop immediately famous with one of the greatest quotes of all time. It says, I do not say, they say it's one of the greatest quotes of all time. He said, "This is the most exciting piece of excrement I've ever seen. In its way, it's as irreplaceable as the crown jewels." Well, get the queen to wear it. then.
Seriously. Has anybody checked his,
His life?
his,
Like
his
what's going on
life,
with him?
He
his
might need to
blood
come
alcohol
visit me.
level?
He made a wrong
needs to
turn at
come visit me.
scatology.
I'm so. I mean, I have a degree in anthropology, which I haven't made any use of other than trying to be a better human being. But
Anthropology, that's the study of
Scatology?
past life, right?
no,
What is that?
it's the study of human beings.
Human being what?
Depends. I mean, there's multiple things under the umbrella of anthropology,
Now-
but my focus was culture, so kind of more along of like a sociological line.
Okay, so in theory, what would an anthropology degree be used for besides?
Well, the reason teaching, honestly, to teach or to write books or to do research.
Okay.
But one of the best ways to use an a cultural anthropology degree within the world is in HR.
HR. even.
In HR.
Oh, I can see how that would
Yeah.
apply. But yeah, okay.
But I don't like people enough. I mean, I love getting to the end of my
And
college
HR 's-
degree, and I hate people.
HR gets all the crap. So, unless
do.
you just want to do crap. HR's,
Yeah.
no disrespect to HR, but it's kind of like the janitor of the administrative thing. You
gotta
got to
clean up
deal with the
everything.
crap.
They do.
You clean up all the messes. Everybody comes to you that's mad.
Mm-hmm.
Their benefits aren't working. Their boss is a jerk. Someone grabbed their butt. Someone looked at them funny. Someone didn't use the right pronoun.
Yep.
That's what HR is about, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So apparently, the Viking responsible for this prodigious deposit
It just.
was likely a carnivore with a penchant for bread. Well, that sounds about right. That sounds like every American I ever met almost. A carnivore with a penchant for bread. It also, unfortunately, had a bunch of parasites. Said the presence of whipworms and mallworm eggs. Wow.
Yeah, because back then they lived to like a ripe, 13 years old?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the girls were getting married.
27
Like
was
that. Yeah, you were old at
Well,
30
hold on,
back then.
sis.
Yeah, no, by 13, you were nearly middle age. You were just trying to get betrothed then.
I think in your 30s, if you weren't like already on your way to like dying, they sent you off to die. Maybe
Did they
like-
just expel you?
How do they
because-
send you off to die?
Dang.
I don't know.
Put
To
you
the
on
old
that-
folks.
That is your
boat?
old
The
folks'
old
home.
folks' home. The
That is
woods
your-
was the old folks'
Woods.
home. Get
Here's
to
a
walking.
mountain. Go.
You're out. You're
You're
gone.
done.
Go find some berries. Good luck. Eat
You
a
are no
rabbit.
longer contributing. We need you to go.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the
I
truth.
would have been
right
set
there.
on fire at 13 too.
Samesies.
I say set on fire because in my head that's how I pictured the send off.
Yeah.
That little boat.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like they do the old, yeah. Anyway.
Valhalla.
Mike says that
warriors.
it's coprolite, not coprolite, but that's just how it looked it's how it was spelled. But they probably wrote it wrong, and it was a British publication, Mike. And
There you go.
you know the British don't talk the right way. So
Exactly.
can I say that? I probably can't say that.
I
probably
got called
shouldn't have said that.
racist for that the other day.
For what?
And kicked off Facebook
For what?
for basically saying someone wasn't talking
Oh.
our language.
Oh. Well, don't do that.
I know.
Yeah, don't get kicked off Facebook. Then how can you see all the train wrecks? that
Hold
are
on,
going
but
What?
hold on. Somebody wasn't talking your language. Now I gotta know why. Why would you do that? Who did that?
My daughter's school teacher could not speak English.
Did she teach Spanish?
No.
Well,
She
that,
can't
a
speak
substi-
English at all.
she
How
was
do you
a
get the-
sub-
well, I
substitute.
think she speaks English. I think
She
she's
was a
saying she doesn't
substitute.
speak it well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Note to self.
Yeah.
Mom, do not go get a job at substitute teacher. Just making sure.
She wasn't Spanish.
She wasn't?
No.
Oh, what was she? What other
Honey.
races are there? I thought we said English.
Not nowadays.
Well, there's many different
I'm kidding.
variations.
I'm kidding. It's a
you know.
joke.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss those sometimes. Hold on. There we go.
You wake up and you feel like crap. You know who else wakes up and feels like crap? Yeah, here comes a shameless
Patrick and the people.
Yeah, it is time to get in another sponsor here that you need to know about, something important in your world. Look, if you're thinking about dealing with an injury, look, you've been harmed by someone maybe worse than you've ever been harmed before. You deserve justice. You deserve the peace of mind that comes with knowing that someone's fighting for you hard. And I'll tell you who will do that. Tim Reed at Reed Law Firm. You go to reedfirm.com or you can call him 777-7333.
That's a good number to
Yeah, it is. He's not a fictional character, okay? He's not in a sign with a dog or holding up a rig. That's not who this guy is. He's a real person. You can really talk to him and his people. Matter of fact, he said that accessibility is one of the reasons his clients like him the most because they text, they email, they call. You know your attorney. You call them. You don't get them. They don't answer, and they certainly aren't going to respond to a text from you. So he's a great person. Again, go to reedfirm.com if you've been injured and you need help because he can definitely do that for you. One other thing I do want to say, a huge thanks to Mark and Tim, all the family actually at Holloway Farms for just being great listeners and showing support. They want you to watch for big things that are coming soon from Cornerstone. And, that's one of their farm divisions that is probably going to be doing some CBD stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and everybody likes the CBD stuff, right?
So what else? What else do they do at that farm?
They do. I think they predominantly grow soybeans.
Okay.
Is what they really specialize in. They're in Griffithsville. They're a pretty good sized farm. But Mark's been listening to me for years in his tractor as he does harvest and tending. Yeah, it's always cool for someone to say, "Yeah, listen to you in the tractor." It's like,
Yeah.
wow, that's an unexpected thing to hear. You don't expect to hear that. Let's talk about the state of the show and what's going on. And for those who are uninitiated, it's kind of similar to what we did before, but a little bit different. And what I love is you can now, I can now see all of your comments from the various social media. So if you're on Facebook or somewhere like that and you comment, we can see it. We are going to have a live number for text and voicemail very soon that we're rolling out. Yesterday, we rolled out 2 more live streaming forums in the form of Kick and Twitch, which are 2 big ones. So now we've got, of course, Facebook on our website, X, Twitch, Kick. What else do we have, Gunner, that I'm missing? D-Live, Odyssey. Basically, if you're on the moon, you can pick up the show, okay?
Do we have 1,000 followers yet?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Oh, we're on TikTok?
think-
I don't know. I'm
I don't
trying to get
know.
1,000 on TikTok.
Whatever,
so we can live
wherever it
stream
was,
there.
wherever it
Yeah.
was that we needed the 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
So if y'all are listening, tell your people, tell your friends, send your text.
Yeah, go
Make that happen.
Patrick and the people on TikTok. We got what?
We need
Oh, and
350 on
350
Odyssey.
on Odyssey
I
and
don't know what
1,000
Odyssey
on-
is, but get it.
Doesn't matter, but let's
Doesn't
do
matter,
it.
go do
yeah,
it.
let's do it.
Hey, but while you're thanking people, let me take this opportunity. Thank Gunner. Gunner.
Yeah.
Man, if it wasn't for
smarty.
Gunner, yeah, he is the
Smarty.
brains of this operation. And speaking of which, Gunner, why don't you be a peach and come over here and enter this Wi-Fi
Oh,
password?
snap.
Here, I could have done.
I love you so much. I don't want to bother you. This is
It's the same name as the company that provides it. How about that? Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so look, I do want your feedback because I want to hear from you guys. I mean, that's how we've always done things on, what you're liking, what we could do more of, what you're interested in talking about, all of those different things. I want it to be more interactive than ever. Now, I know it'll help when we have that text and call number, which is going to be pretty soon. When do you think, Gunner? Maybe by Friday?
The number?
Yeah, or
Depends on how long their
okay.
approval process
Yeah,
is.
we've got to get
Hoping have it
approved.
soon.
We've got a special toll-free number that we're doing so that anybody from anywhere in the world can do it. And
toll
text.
free. Is that necessary anymore? Does it cost to call them?
Well, it just makes a difference if maybe
Hey, there's no charges for this phone call, so it's toll free.
isn't your number from OnlyFans toll-free?
No.
Absolutely not.
They gotta pay for
That's
that.
by the minute.
Pay
That's by the
double
minute.
for that.
That's by the
People
minute
pay me
thing.
to put my clothes back on. They're like,
Here, get on mic,
"Bitch,
babe. Get on
put
mic.
it-" I'm on the mic.
There you go. There you're on the mic. There you go. That was good. That was good. But yeah, we definitely want to get everybody interactive and involved. We're thankful. We've had such great response from everyone, and I think our technical things we're starting to kind of sort those out. Tomorrow, what a great show already lined up. We've got Spencer from Big Brother coming in. Spencer Clausen, always a lot of fun to have, as well as some new co-hosts to introduce you to. And then the Big Friday show is really lining up to be something amazing. Of course, we'll have The Rant. Friday we'll be back. We'll have Vantage Ruins in studio doing an acoustic performance. Okay. And I will get tased at the end of the show, somewhere near the end of the show. I think we're going to put it right in the bit, this shit ain't funny, because that's where it probably
you might shit your
belongs.
pants.
I could. It could happen. They told me, they did warn me. I said, I'll fast the night before, and we'll do it at the end of the show so I don't have to drive far. Or,
Bring a change of clothes.
yeah, maybe so. But it should be interesting because it is, they say, what he said is, this isn't a Hello Kitty taser they get at the expo. This is the kind where they shoot it into you.
With the barbs?
The full ride,
Oh,
they
my
called it. The full
goodness.
ride.
Do you have a gymnastics mat to place around?
No, but I have
so
a
that
couple
when
of
you fall-
EMTs that are going to be here.
You need them. You need them.
They'll take care of me.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It should be great for TikTok, I'll tell you that.
Doesn't it mean that you're certified to tase other people now? That like once you get tased that way, you're
no.
allowed
You think
to
I
have
can just
it
pass it on
and
to
just
people,
keep
just like a
going?
pay it forward?
Just because you've
Absolutely.
experienced it.
I've heard that. I've heard that like you can. For
Well,
those-
you do
I
have
don't know
to-
if it's true.
In law enforcement, you do have
Yeah.
to undergo the taser,
and the pepper spray.
I don't understand it and I don't support it. But
Which part do you
but
not
I'm also
understand?
talking to the same guy that when he was in the Army went to the gas chamber several times because it was fun.
I did.
That's what's wrong with you. That explains it.
I don't know. Me and my buddy were kind of crazy, and it was a wild experience. So we snuck back in a couple times, and the third time, the drill sergeant said, "Hey, you've been here, but what are you doing
Wow.
here?" And said, "We just want to do it again." He said, "This isn't Disney. Get the hell out of here, man. What's wrong with you?"
Getting that head high.
Goodness.
No, I'll tell you what. If you've never been in, here's what happens. You go into this chamber. It's a locked-in room, and they've got what's called CS gas, tear gas, whatever you want to call it, and you have on a full chemical suit with a chemical mask so that you can breathe normal oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
Then they say, "Private, take that mask off," and you're like, "Yeah, I don't want to." They're private, you take that damn mask off, and then in my case, you had to say your name, your rank, your social security number, your unit, and your address. While slobber and every thing in your body is coming out of every orifice on your body simultaneously.
Gross.
So it's
So
very
gross.
exciting.
Let me do it again.
That's how
I know
powerful
what-
the
I
mind
know
is.
why.
That's how
Let me
powerful
shit
the mind
myself
is.
again.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I was 18. What do I know?
Is there a 12-step program for
For the gas
for
chamber?
the gas chamber?
Yeah.
Like I hope you're not feeling any kind of way Friday, because what you're not gonna feel is any sympathy for me.
True
Like
story.
none.
Why would I need sympathy? As soon as
don't
it's
know.
unplugged, it's over. I mean, you get
I
the
don't know
drill.
if there's after effects. I don't
Like
know.
I'm gonna have like
kinda watch
aftershocks.
I
I'm
wonder
just gonna walk
if
around
you
and go,
can-
"Ah,
I wonder
It
if
ah."
could
you
cause
shock
heart
people.
problems.
Huh?
Yeah, I already told him. Look at
Yeah.
your age, dog. I
It
don't
could
know if
cause
this is
heart
smart.
problems.
Yeah, it can.
Bring some.
So can my wife.
aspirin.
Well, yeah.
Hey, as long as that life insurance is good,
That's
I
what's
don't rock on, sir. knock yourself out. I might be single next week, by the way. So
Hey, that could be a
I
bomb.
might be daddy fishing next week.
That's great.
Watch out! Facebook's now going to pop up Facebook dating.
Man,
for-
I-
Oh, yeah,
after you
right?
said something.
Let me tell you something. How many females talk about that they get inboxes of unsolicited? I've only gotten one in my whole life. Like,
Are you disappointed?
I am.
More here or
I'm
what?
like, why doesn't it ever happen to me? And not only that, okay, we had one night we did a show, and we had a whole group of swingers come. There were probably like 30 to 40 of them, okay? It was a group. Like,
It's
I guess
true,
they
it's
meet,
true.
That's what's up.
all right? So they came, and not even them. Nobody. Just this fool. I think it's my mouth. I don't know.
Maybe that's why I've never received a dick pic.
No,
Really?
she got
Never.
Men are
she got a
scared
video.
of dominant women.
I only got
That's
one.
true.
So they don't.
She
get
got
around.
a
That is so
video,
true.
They
and
go
she
for
goes,
the
"Hey,
weak."
look at this! Look at this!" It was on Facebook in the inbox, and the video opens up, and it's just the dude, and he's got his meat in his hand, and he's going to town like he's churning butter like an Amish guy. You know what I'm saying? And
Did he spit on it?
No, Patrick asked. Patrick
No,
said,
I
he goes, did he finish? And I was like, I don't know. I was like, I didn't watch all of it.
Well, I needed to
You
know.
want me to watch the whole
I
thing?
didn't stay for the end. When's the last time you watched the whole porn,
I
sir?
True story.
Yeah, no,
That's
I
true.
never
Good
understood
point,
that.
Laura. Good
We can
point.
come back to that, but no, I wanted to
Pin in
respond
that.
myself, and so I
Did with another video.
I did the response, and so I know how when you're on Facebook and Messenger and you're sitting there and you see the dots.
Yes.
So this guy was like, he must keep
Excited.
doing this. It's a numbers game. Somebody's gonna
Somebody's gonna
react, right?
respond.
So he sees the dots and he's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is gonna happen. This is gonna be that. I got her. She wants this.
Yeah.
And then he opens it up and it's me doing this. It's just a picture of me.
Just disappointed.
Yeah. So I know that he had it. That was just speaking of disappointment. But his hand got a lot lighter after
lot
that.
lighter.
Yeah.
So you have Spencer Clausen coming in. You're also going to get tased.
Yeah.
And what else is
Well,
going on?
Thursday is Spencer. Friday is Taze, The Rant, and Vantage Ruins in studio.
So you're back at the rant again. You're going to start doing that.
Yes, of course I am.
Nice.
Every Friday,
It's a
7:15.
comfort thing. I think people need that.
Somebody yelling at you?
Yeah, it makes them feel comfortable whenever he's yelling about it.
Yeah,
Feels
it's,
like,
it's, it's weird.
feels like-
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like, Dad.
Yeah. Crazy
You got
dad.
daddy issues too?
Trauma
Trauma bonding.
bonding.
I feel
early
a
in the
group
morning.
session coming
I do
on.
too.
I feel a group session coming on.
Laura.
Patrick, how are you handling all the estrogen?
Oh, I'm drowning right now.
He gives off more than you
This
know.
person said, Laura, nobody will send you one because they know you're savage AF. You'd put them on blast instantly.
I agree with that.
Yeah, no, that's.
I didn't put that man on blast.
No, I did that for you.
You just sent a message. It was weak,
Well,
too. You didn't even say anything. You just
Why did I need to say anything? I think my face said it all.
I thought it was weak.
Unless he got more excited with my face. Maybe he was trying to use you to get to me.
Maybe he finished
What about that?
on your face.
Hey.
You're so stressed. Want me to make you happy with my mouse?
I guess so.
That should not have timed out like that. I'm trying to escape this.
And
I
you just kept it
somehow-
going.
Yeah,
Mama's home.
yeah, right. Here we go. Let's do this then. We need to get to it.
This is the segment, not like the other. People do stupid shit, you say, oh brother. Hey, it's not a copy or a clone of any previous bit. But if you think so, hey, we don't give a shit.
I just
right.
realized
Yeah.
that is you.
No,
Wow.
it is
In
not
the
me.
news.
It's not?
It's definitely not.
That is definitely you.
Definitely not me.
It is.
That is
I'm with
definite-
Laura on this
It
one.
is. It is, in
Okay.
fact, me, yeah. I have to have one crappy intro, so I have to do it myself because I'm not a singer. Those people who say that daydreaming won't take you anywhere apparently have never been to Japan. A couple of days ago, the annual Space Out competition happened in the land of the rising sun. It's competitive daydreaming.
I would kill it.
What?
Competitive daydreaming for an hour and a half. Competitors have to sit there and mindlessly zone out. No sleeping, no laughing, no talking. You couldn't do that, babe.
I have ADD.
Heart rates are routinely checked through the event. Each year, hundreds arrive in hopes of taking home the title and the grand prize, a frozen rice wave sculpture.
What?
Look, I
But
know I
the
walk
therapeutic value behind it is so much more than the prize itself.
Yeah.
on daydreaming. I walked in my
Daydreaming.
room at least twice yesterday and sat there in a daze going, why did I come in here?
I did too, but it was
I
a
can
result
tell
of the
you.
Daydreaming
dispensary,
is-
not
should kill
daydreaming.
that.
Daydreaming is just a step up from hypnosis.
How
So
did-
if you daydream a lot, you'll probably be easily to hypnosis.
I also dream a lot.
Yeah.
How is it judged?
That's,
it's
it sounds
competitive.
very subjective to me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like somebody could be bullshitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you I dreamed up, I don't know
Yeah, because
what
I
dreams
pretend
make
not to
come.
be there to ear
There's
hustle.
the eye muscles
Okay,
relax.
okay.
Your facial muscles relax. There's signs in your physical body that.
Yeah, but it still doesn't tell what the quality of that daydream is, does it?
Sounds
I
like a
don't know.
horseshit competition to me.
Well, that is correct, ma'am. You have summed that up well. All right, a sudden stop at a massage parlor did not result in a happy ending of the driver of an SUV that crashed into it. In Everett, Washington, an unidentified driver rammed his vehicle right through the front of VIP Massage, which Sounds like a nice place. Nailing the storefront so hard the SUV was completely inside the establishment. There were people inside who presumably had their relaxation interrupted, but somehow no one was injured. The driver, yes, as you might imagine, under the influence of something. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? In Wales, Damien Wojnowazits was hit with a 22-month jail sentence after breaking into 2 homes. Here's the interesting thing. Once he was in the home, instead of stealing the valuables and ransacking, he performed chores. He hung laundry, cleaned the floors. In another house he had broken into, he did pour himself a glass of wine, but washed clothes, even took a shower.
Sounds like he was on that booger sugar.
Sound
Or
like
the
he-
spectrum. I mean, it's
I wish somebody would break in to clean my home. I'll take that kind of break in all day long. Yeah, that you might.
if you make it in my house, you best clean something.
You say you best clean.
You best clean something.
I see. It sounds like somebody has protection in that home. A break dancer sought medical help for a lump on his head, which restricted his ability to perform head spins. Oh God!
Oh God.
The '80s called and said, "What will we do?"
Yeah.
He told
It's
doctors.
obviously not from Australia.
No, he told doctors he'd been breaking for nearly 20 years, practicing 5 times a week, and first noticed the lump when he started losing his hair. They surgically removed it. The lump turned out to be benign. They identified it as head spin hole.
No.
Isn't that a 9 Inch Nails song?
Yes.
Yep.
Head spin hole?
Yes.
Head spin hole, yeah. Or breakdance bulge, caused by an extended pressure on the head during moves. You think that's made up?
It makes sense though. I mean,
it
if a
makes
ball
sense.
cap can make you start going bald,
That
then
is
why
a
couldn't
myth.
spinning on your
Ball
head?
caps cannot cause baldness.
Really? Well, what caused yours?
Well,
Stress.
you ever
Stress.
seen me wear a ball
Stress.
cap?
You used to.
No,
You used to
my
wear
mother's
that.
my mother's
genetics,
father.
genetics, and
Yeah,
stress.
the maternal father, maternal grandfather, is what causes that, I believe. Yeah. Have you ever ordered from Shein, Temu, any of those?
No.
No, I like Temu, but I don't know about Shein. A student from the University of Bristol found a live scorpion inside a clothing package from Shein. Sophia Mossinger had ordered boots for her Halloween costume, but quickly canceled plans when she noticed the creature inside the packaging. She said, "I thought it was a toy, then it moved." Her room.
How did it make it?
I don't know. I guess it must have had some air in there, right? They used kitchen tongs to handle it and put it in a Tupperware container, which sounds like they averted the crisis. Most people would have just stomped the hell
on
out
it,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined the boots though.
Listen to this. I was showing a house the other day. 100% true story. Lady's so nice. And kind of, she seemed kind of badass. She's one of these tough ladies. She's a business owner, real self-assured, knows her worth. And opened the door to this house, and I walk in, and a spider, a granddaddy longleg, actually, steps up on the little stoop, and she freaked out.
Oh,
I can't come in. The spider.
It's not even a real spider.
That's what I
She
told her. I
wouldn't
said,
lock it at my
I
house.
said, that's
Yeah,
not a
that's
spider.
not even a real spider.
That's not a spider. It's not going to bite you. Just
Yeah.
brush it out of the way. I had to come brush it out of the way. It tried to come back in, and she still would. It took me about 3 minutes to relocate him.
You don't even brush them. You just pick them up by one of their big
Seriously, they're nothing.
Normally, you throw them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they are venomous if they could bite you, but their fangs
they're
are set
small.
way back
Yeah.
in their mouth.
So my
So-
question is, because Sheen is like from Asia, right? How did this scorpion survive like the boat or plane ride or what? I don't know. That's wild to me. I ordered from Cider. Cider is less, child labor.
Less child
labor.
It's less child labor.
I thought you were talking about the beverage, like the apple cider Dixon
Well,
I'm
from
sorry.
Dixon. Y'all have had that? The apple cider from Dixon?
I have not.
Dixon cider? Okay.
Dixon cider.
What?
I didn't know if it was like special, like Fayetteville cider that's like moonshine,
Yeah, it's
actually. But
something
now
like
I
that.
got it.
But
I got it.
Yes, right.
I wish.
What? I legit saw a TikTok about that.
No, it is that.
Somebody went to Walmart and asked them to page their
Yeah, they did.
Their little brother.
It's always fun.
Oh, it's always
Dixon-
Walmart.
Yeah.
His name is Dixon Yaz.
Thanks.
And the lady fell for it. She got on
did.
the intercom.
She
That's
did.
fantastic.
And
Well, they're not paid
requested-
enough to care at Walmart.
No,
No, I wouldn't care.
She
I'd
probably
page
enjoyed
anybody.
it. It was
I'd
probably the
page
highlight of the
anybody
week.
anyway.
Absolutely. Why
Sometimes
not?
at Walmart, I just grab the phone and page people
I'm here
just
for it.
because.
When's the last time you went to Walmart?
2 days ago.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It'd be nice for you to
Yeah, I was trying to find a muzzle for you.
I'm
They didn't have
I
one.
never see you go to Walmart.
Yeah. A woman in India has miraculously escaped injury when a water tank fell from the roof,
I saw that.
landed directly on top of her, leaving her completely unharmed somehow. It's actually a video, shows her closing the gate, walking down a street when the tank crashes down, landing so precisely, her head is seen poking out of the top.
And she continues to eat her apple.
Did she really?
Yes, she continues to eat her apple throughout the whole ordeal.
Wow. Yeah, she was standing upright inside the tank. The residents are calling it divine intervention. She had since returned from making a donation at the local temple. That's where she was coming back from. The tank was dropped by a scrap collector clearing out items, and incredibly, she emerged without a scratch. That is kind of a wild thing to have happen to.
Yeah.
Have you ever had something that, you know, where you thought, oh God, this is definitely going to be a problem, and you ended up being all right? Any kind of accident, injury? Have you ever seen anything like that?
I'm sure I have. I can't think of anything
Yeah.
right now, but I've escaped a lot of pretty near misses.
I had many of them. I now tell these stories readily. I didn't used to tell them because Laura didn't want to hear them when I had a shop. She was concerned for good reason. I'm an idiot. But I had an air compressor in there, and I wanted to switch out the plug at the bottom with another air compressor, and I thought it was empty. And so I started to unscrew it. I had a pair of vice grips, and I started unscrewing it, and I get about 3/4, and all of a sudden it starts going, and it starts shaking, and I'm like, oh no, I went too far. And so I run, and I get behind a desk, and sure enough, that thing shoots across the room, hits the wall, went through the brick, put a hole in the wall, and I was like, woo, that was a close one right there.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was a close one. That's the kind of stuff that used to happen to me, babe.
That's exciting.
You excited by that?
Yes, Shawboard, exciting.
All right, let's see. Let's do one more here. A tip from Tampa electric workers led to the arrest of Soil Zapata Shuda is accused of stealing a generator powering a traffic light. Zapata was found attempting to take a generator near Sun City Center Boulevard and Stoneham Drive when deputies confronted him. There's a generator on 674. I saw they had no lock in it, no name on it. I thought someone set it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's for him, right?
Absolutely. Curb.
No, I mean,
Curb
you
candy.
you leave it out, you go ahead and take it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime I see bulldozers or anything.
Same seas.
Yeah.
Pull up and get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw one literally like 2 weeks ago.
I saw a car on the side of the road with blinking lights. I'm like, hey, so that battery's going to run out. I'll take it.
Yep.
They don't care about it, clearly. It's my car now.
Absolutely.
All right, isn't that fair? Is that fair?
Totally fair.
Yeah, forget what I was saying.
Socialism.
What were you saying?
I don't know. You interrupted me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Bulldozer.
Right. Oh,
I did?
yes.
I'm
You
sorry.
bulldozed her talking about seeing
Yeah,
a
he does it
bulldozer.
a lot. It's all good.
Oh, no. Now I'm in
No
trouble.
worries.
Now I'm
Anyways,
in
I just
trouble.
say I like to the idea of stealing those. Not really stealing. I'd return it. I just want to play on it.
Absolutely.
I had suggested the other evening that we should wait till it got dark and go see if we go see if the keys were left. But he said we would go to jail. I
Well-
was still down, but
You might not go to jail if you don't go anywhere in it.
What level of theft is that?
it's not really theft if you're not going anywhere.
That's
I
true.
just want to
Yeah.
play in the dirt that's right there. I don't even want to go anywhere really.
I
you
think
know?
they have a park.
In
They
Vegas.
actually do.
They have one in Vegas, I know for sure. I don't know if we have one here. But yeah, we
Maybe in
almost
Branson.
we almost
I think
did
it's
it.
in Memphis.
Is there one in Memphis?
That would make sense since there's the Bass Pro with the
Oh, yeah, the
or
big Bass
whatever.
Pro, yeah.
That would make sense at Memphis.
Yeah. Well, I don't
What was
or
that place
Branson.
you're talking about, though, where you
I
can
don't know the
operate
name
heavy
of it.
equipment, though? That's
Vegas?
what it was, right?
It's just it's something
Vegas
that
got
you can
everything.
do there.
Yeah, you could go operate all kinds of heavy
Get
equipment.
drunk and go operate heavy equipment. Like that's probably the only place where it's allowed.
Yeah,
by
this is
sign.
probably the only place it's okay to do that. All right, listen, we've got a big-time comedian that's going to be coming in, and I think he's going to zoom into our show in the next few days. And his name's Mike Baldwin, and brought a bit today that I thought would be really cool for everybody to see the comedy bit, because he's going to be, taking part in the show here and there, and he's a very funny guy. So let me play this bit for you and see what you think of him.
Summer, that's my favorite season, probably. And then winter is my least favorite. And spring and fall are tied for second. If we're voting for seasons. Unless you're a ninja. If you're a ninja, then you probably love the spring and hate the fall, because there's crunchy leaves. Like when you would walk. Yep. That's my favorite joke, because the people that get it totally get it. The people that don't get it are like, he's dumb. That's okay. Don't explain it. If you explain it, it just makes people go, oh. Well, that's dumb. I smoke pot. It's legal in Missouri now. That's cool. Yeah. You can just be a piece of shit legally. So that's exciting. Some places have medical marijuana, and that means that you can only smoke if you're a doctor. And I think I agree with that. These people work hard. They deserve to smoke weed. I think about that. I've been smoking pot too long. I think about, like, if I could have back now all the money I've spent on pot in my whole life, God. Do you know how much pot I would buy? A bunch, probably. I think Santa Claus was a pothead. I think he was just a pothead dude who gave free shit to his friends. And they wrote about it in their diaries. And then 500 years later, I don't know when Santa was, but it doesn't matter. Like, everything about him just sounds like weed. He's just a fat dude with a beard. That's pot. He wears his pajamas everywhere. That's pot. He only wants cookies. Like, I'm gonna drop some shit off, dude. Just leave me a little plate of cookies. Ho, ho, ho. What is that? It's not even a thing. I think they wrote it like that, but I think it just got lost in translation. I think that's just a pothead laugh. Ho. I like that joke because it'll make you laugh again at Christmas. And you guys will see a ho, ho, ho somewhere, and you'll be like, heh. Oh yeah, I do have a t-shirt if you want to actually buy something from me. If you're watching this, you can buy it online, or if you're here. I couldn't think of anything to put on a shirt, so they're not like... And I have these too, they're unrelated, but they say, ninjas hate crunchy leaves. Hey, alright, whatever. They're both good grocery store shirts. People will breathe out of their nose at you if you wear it to the grocery store. And they'll see you and go... But yeah, buy a bunch of them if you want. It helps a lot. I'm not selling shirts because I'm like hoping to open a shirt store one day. Like you can still walk up to my little shirt table and be like, hey, what's up? And I'll be like, hey. Yeah, you gonna buy a shirt? Or... Nah, you can just come up and say hi. I'll shake your hand or take a picture with you or sign your boobs or whatever. That is a real-life comedy thing that happens sometimes. Every once in a while you get to sign a boob. Of course, the negative part of that is you don't get to choose who wants their boob to be signed, but you still have to be like, yay! Whatever you want, sir. Seems weird, but you did buy 5 t-shirts, so everybody knows that's the deal there. Now, I said that joke one time, and a dude yelled out, he goes, "How much for you to sign my friend's nutsack?" And I was like, dude, that is ridiculous. $1,000. It seems about right. I'm not doing anything weird. I'm not even touching it. It's just the marker that touches it. I told him he has to stretch it and make it. So, come talk to me after the show. Got some credit card debt I need to take care of. I'm about 49 nut sacks in the hole right now, so hopefully it's a support.
All right, that was a pretty good bit. That is Mike Baldwin, and we'll be hearing from him a little bit more. Hey, I just want to mention real quickly Fitz Auto. Big thanks to them because they are a huge sponsor for us, helped us get all the equipment. Not only that, we've gotten 7 vehicles between us and our 2 boys from them, and man, they're great people. Look, if you've had some credit problems before, they're the folks to go see. They'll get you in a car. They're going to get you in something nice. When they say late model, low miles, they mean it. They're not going to put you in something that's got 150,000 miles in it, some kind of junker that you're going to overpay for. It's going to be a great vehicle at a great deal. And they work with you as an individual. It's not just a one-size-fits-all thing. So maybe you need help with getting into the car with down payment assistance. Could be any number of things. But Fitz Auto is awesome. You can go to fitzauto.com. And you can do the application right there online. And you can also go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. The best car that I've ever had, our Lexus, is still rolling. I think it's trying to get to 250,000 miles here soon, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, you can also see their inventory online.
You sure can.
Sometimes I like to do that because they also have like campers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Recreation.
Boats,
Yeah.
ATVs.
Yeah, things like that. I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll just go, wishful shopping or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Kind of like when we get on Zillow and look at houses that we can't afford.
Yeah.
I just look on Sheen and see what those little kids
Yeah.
can make me.
Yeah, no doubt. If they can make it for you for $12.
I know you said you don't use them because
I don't.
of that.
No,
No, I don't. That's not the reason I don't use them. Just the quality. I'm worried about the quality.
so
No, it
sweet.
doesn't matter if
It's
the
like,
kids
it
if the
doesn't
kids
matter.
made better quality, you'd buy it.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
But
yes.
the kids can't be counted
It's not
on.
their fault, though. It's not their fault. They're only working with what they're given, you
Yeah.
know, and they've
They
got
just
the
haven't been
little
trained
instructions
really
that
well.
are probably in a language they can't understand. You know, it's
Because they were kidnapped.
exactly.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right, isn't it?
I've only gotten one thing from them that was
Well,
really messed up.
from Temu, you mean?
No, I've never ordered.
I've
from
never
Temu.
ordered from.
Oh, you've
Temu.
never ordered? See, I've ordered.
I've seen some
many times
really
from Temu.
interesting things on there.
You know,
Some
sometimes
very interesting things.
I've gotten some great things, and I've gotten some weird things.
We went out one night to Sticky's with our one of our boys, and he had got like this bucket hat from Temu. And right when we were leaving, there was a guy sitting at the bar, and he was like, "Hey, bro, I like your hat." And he was like, "Thanks." And he goes, "Where'd you get it?" And he goes, I couldn't lie. He goes, Temu. He said, "What?" He said, "Did you say Temu?" And
Oh my god!
he was so embarrassed by it. I thought it was hilarious.
No, I
But
think that's
I've
hilarious.
not ordered from Temu, but apparently, I mean, they sell everything.
Everything.
They sell pretty much everything. Yeah,
like
I mean, almost.
even yard tools, like
Yard furniture, like
Yeah.
I saw like
Everything.
chairs and I don't even know how much shipping would be.
Look,
but-
probably a car on there.
We've been talking about this at my house. This has been a weird topic of conversation. Sometimes it just happens, but I've got a listener, a guy I've known, a friend of mine, we've known for many years. He ordered a motorcycle from Amazon
Have
for
you seen the houses?
for $2,900.
Yeah, 2,900.
Hold on, $2,900. It arrived in a crate.
it really is pretty too.
It looks like a crotch rocket, and he put gas in it and started driving it.
I've been looking
That
at
is
the
insane.
prefab houses on there for an office.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Have y'all seen those?
No. How does that work?
I don't know.
They
Do
But
they
look-
deliver
Yeah.
and set up?
yeah, they deliver. There's one
they
that
just
folds
fold
out. It
out
folds
and-
out.
I've seen several. I don't
Okay,
know
you
where
got an
they're from, though.
origami house.
You have an origami house from Amazon. Probably already wired for Prime.
Yeah, I think Walmart's gonna make them too now.
Probably.
Yeah.
And
They're
where do these go? Where do you put these origami homes?
Anywhere. You
Yeah.
can
same
use
place
them
you
to
put a
live
normal
in.
home.
Yeah.
land.
I wonder if there's any sort of
Huh.
particular zoning for something like that, you know, because
I
it's
don't
not being
know.
constructed in place.
Oh, I'm sure the government will want their hand.
Right. There's an
I'm
extra
sure
tax
they
on
want
that.
their
I need you to
money.
pay the permit fee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, if you're going to push a button and it's going to open, you're going to have a construction foreman and all kinds of
Well,
things.
I
for
don't know.
that.
You can. People have the buttons on the campers
I'm
that
kidding,
pull
honey.
out
I'm
that
kidding. I'm
side.
kidding. Yeah, I guess it is kind of, sort of. I don't know. I'd have to see it. How much do they run, these
Well,
houses?
10 to 20 grand is the ones I've
10
been
to
That's
20
the ones
grand.
I've seen.
And,
for an
and what
office.
size is this? Is this
It's less than 1,000 square feet, isn't it?
I'm not really sure how big they are.
They,
Enough
they
to make
go
the
up
magic
to
happen.
like, you can stack them and everything.
well, right now I've
wow.
seen
You can
the
just keep
Two
on building it like a
stories?
Barbie
Yeah.
dream
Now, I've-
house.
Oh.
I've seen the what are they? The storage container homes, which you know.
They're kind of
They're
similar.
kind of similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But they're not as heavy. And
It's basically, I mean, with this economy.
not as storm resistant.
And
they
seeing
get
how
delivered right
They
to
It's
your
like
remind
a
me of
kite
toilet
when a
trailers.
tornado comes. It's
You
a
know,
kite.
the fancy toilet
Construction.
trailers that they bring out, you know, to like
Okay.
events and festivals.
Construction,
That's
yeah.
what it reminds me of.
Okay.
Yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
probably, I don't know, help with, like maybe with some homeless issues, make more
Maybe.
affordable.
Well, I know they're
you know what I
building
mean?
they're now getting ready to start building a tiny home community for that very reason in Little Rock, I
Heard
believe.
about that.
Yeah, Aaron was saying that they were finally doing that. Hey, let's talk about this for a second. Did you know everybody's got a phone and everybody is all into it? That's just what we do now. We carry our phones everywhere. According to a Bank of America survey, what do you do with your phone at night? That's the question. Where do you put it? 55% put it on the nightstand.
Yeah.
24% put it in another room. How? Why? How are you going to answer that? What if someone
the whole
comments on your
point.
selfie?
That's the whole.
What are you going to do?
They're trying not to watch TikTok till 2 in the morning.
They're trying to keep their REM sleep like the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I have horrible screen time. Every Sunday I get a report from my phone, which is an asshole move on Apple's
rude.
part.
That's
I
rude.
know, it's disrespectful. You know what I
really
mean?
is.
It is very rude, isn't it? I didn't
wait,
ask
Presses
for
you
that.
so that you go back and scroll more. It's like you're trying to beat whatever the score was from last week.
Yeah, I mean, it pretty much every Sunday I feel like a piece of shit. It's like, hey, bitch,
All
what'd
that
you do
wasted
this
time.
week? It looks like you stayed on
You
TikTok
stayed
all
on.
day.
Yeah, you averaged 9 hours a day on the internet. What? No,
You
I
spent
didn't.
2 more hours this week than last week on your phone.
Now, speaking of that, now you can rate yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. You can play the home game as well. According to life coaches,
I'm a certified life coach.
I'm certain of that.
What don't you do, Dovie? Are you a cardiologist?
I could be probably.
Want to be my proctologist? What are you doing this afternoon? Want to go spelunking?
I'll take you hunting.
Hey, I'm down. I won't shoot anything, but I'll go to the deer woods. What? I said
You were spelunking. That was enough. According to life coaches, everyone should be getting up before 7 a.m. and ticking off with 7 key things. Okay? This is what they say those 7 things
Oh, can
are.
I guess one?
Okay, go ahead.
Make your bed.
No.
Damn.
Damn.
No, so don't even worry about making that bed. Nobody cares about that anymore. That's some
I
old
do.
school stuff.
I do it.
I make my bed.
Yeah, well, you don't have
Thank
to
you.
anymore.
I make my bed
you
every
do it
day.
out of a sense of obligation.
No,
that
it's
tells us-
Obligation to who? I just think it looks better.
Yeah, it starts things off right. It,
Okay, well-
it makes me feel like I've accomplished something. I'm motivated.
I don't feel accomplished.
Well, you should be.
I just want to feel. I just want the room to look nice.
I'm with you.
Well, you should be starting with meditation.
I do that.
15 to 20 minutes.
and
I do
or
that.
prayer.
I do both
Yeah, that works.
because I'm real sick.
Guided meditation.
I
is-
do it. Yeah,
Exercise or yoga, reading,
kind of.
drinking a glass of water,
I do that.
setting goals. Yes, my goal is to get out of this bed.
Yeah.
Think of 3 people that make you smile,
Me.
and then sing in the shower.
Sing in the shower. What if you take a shower at bedtime?
I think those last two things were just they ran out of things at
I was
5 and
gonna
said let's just
say.
throw a couple things in there. It
Yeah.
just sounds like good fluff there. I
I
don't.
already told them that they had 7 things, so they had to come up with the other 2 on the
yeah,
fly.
You just said
I
5.
ask my clients to write down what they're thankful for every day, and some actually just say people all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Now, here's another new survey that I think is interesting, and you can answer for yourself before we answer. But a new survey. Well, let me just ask: who takes the most selfies? Let me just ask: who do you think it is? Go ahead.
Are we
ladies
going
and
by
gen- hold on,
ages
Are we
hold
talking
on,
about
hold on,
genders?
hold on, ladies, hold on. I'm talking to these fine folks out here. Who do you think takes the most selfies? Just look at your relationship. Which of you takes more selfies?
I don't
I
take.
know what you're thinking.
Single women.
I don't take any.
No. A new survey has revealed that men take
Married
almost
men.
double the amount of selfies as women.
Arrogant.
Guys,
The
what's going on
desperate
with the
need for
selfies?
validation.
Hey, I saw him doing
the
it.
wounded child.
What did I
Remember,
do?
like 2 nights ago on the couch, and I told Tyler, I said, "Look at this clown," because you could just see him over there going.
Were you
Making it-
taking selfies or were you working on all the cool intros?
I was doing the Snapchat thing is what I was doing, making those stupid Snapchat things
For
that when the show
for
starts,
opening?
yeah.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah, just trying to make goofy faces, do stupid things, and so it is a weird phenomenon for someone to see. You have to really tune the world out to do that because if you have any kind of self-respect,
You're in a
you
stage
look like
of
a moron.
hypnosis when you're doing that, just so you know.
Seriously.
Yes.
I'm often in a stage of hypnosis of some kind.
It's just life.
Yeah.
Heightened concentration, focus, and
Yeah.
you're zoomed in on one thing. That's a state of hypnosis.
Okay. My mom just called it ADHD.
Well, that's not.
That's not the case. Okay.
Everyone says that.
Do you think that you take more or less selfies than I do?
I used to take way more. I just, the past couple of years, as I'm sure if anybody follows me, I don't. I'm not. I'm still on my phone a lot, but not the Facebook.
You're not
You know what I'm
interacting
saying?
with everyone
I
as
don't
much.
I don't know why. I feel like I take less selfies than I used to, but there was a time that it was like, who does this think she is? Like, I'm sure.
Supermodel.
Now I take more. It's not even for that. Like, I love Snapchat filters, like the fun ones.
Right.
Yeah, like I have so many of where, like the crackhead one is great. There's one with a black eye. I also dig that one.
Yeah, that's always a fun one.
Yeah, so those kind of things are still fun to me. But as far as just being like glamour shot, not so much anymore.
No, it is an interesting phenomenon now that we've finally arrived at a place where almost clothing is optional on the planet, even in selfies or anything. I mean, it is getting less and less clothing in the world, and I'm not mad, but I am seeing. Are you seeing that less and less clothing in the world from people?
No, but I will tell you this. On the first day of school pictures, like every mom on the planet takes, it's the first day of school. I told Patrick this year, I was like, man, is it me or these girls' shorts
Are so
I was like,
short.
yeah, and
we're not
it
even talking
wasn't,
teenage
like,
girls,
one
even like the
particular-
8-year-olds and the
Yes.
10-year-olds.
I have an 11-year-old.
They're
That
like
is
booty
insane.
shorts.
I walk through Target and I'm like, no.
I was
Like,
just
this
saying,
is
I'm
nuts.
not mad to each their. I mean, it's about time they raised that rule, but I was just like, we could have never wore that.
But
on
if
there.
never
well, I'm
My concern is the comfort. I'm sorry. For me,
You're scared they're gonna have a camel toe, get a yeast
no.
infection?
Well,
What's up?
the yeast infection. But I mean, I get cold. I get very cold, and wearing shorts in a school all day, that freaking short.
with your butt hanging
With
out.
your butt hanging out, and
Don't
your
we have
belly and
enough
all that.
problems with the
Sorry.
teachers without throwing bait at
I
them?
want my daughter to respect.
Oh.
I want my daughter
Choices,
to respect
Patrick.
herself, so
Choices.
other people will respect her. So I
See, and this may be where I'm a different girl than that. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you wear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like that correlates with respect all the time. I guess appropriate. Like, I mean, you don't want
Yeah.
her going out like,
Well, she's 11, so
yeah.
No, she should be clothed. Yeah,
Yeah,
covered.
she should be closed.
Yes.
But I'm saying.
I think it's what, like you're saying, like where you're at in the context
Yes.
and
Yes,
all that.
of course.
kind
If you're at the
thing.
Electric Cowboy, then clothing again is
Is
fairly
optional.
optional.
But
Very
look,
optional.
Yeah.
don't act like you didn't
But
stun
if you're in
on your way to the
6th grade,
to the pencil sharpener, you
Yeah.
know, being like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
hey.
but should your ass be hanging out at the pencil sharpener? I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not sure that's a good look. And again, with the teachers, we don't need to bait that hook anymore.
There's one that's up for sexual something.
Yeah.
There was actually just one in Perryville yesterday.
Yeah.
In Perryville, there's
There- I
nothing
mean,
else
but
to do there, Dovie.
There are adults that are in trouble for that everywhere. It's not just teachers,
No, I
law
know.
enforcement.
Yeah.
Go to-
I know.
Boy, if you don't run,
I hear 'em.
Where's
All right, according to a survey, here's why people wake up in a bad mood. A, they're married to me. That was the number one answer on it. 48% say they woke up in a bad mood because they stayed up late watching TV, or I would think TV now translates to phone. Yeah. Is it easier to watch phone than TV?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's more addictive. The swapping and how fast the content is.
bingo.
It keeps you.
Because I like my
it
TV.
keeps
Sometimes
you concentrated more than a movie.
I'll
Yeah.
screen mirror to my TV. But it's that whole what y'all were talking about at the beginning this morning when you were talking about the finding something on Netflix.
Yeah.
I get tired of trying to find something because I got a few shows. If I'm caught up,
Yeah.
I no longer have I'm not watching like a whole movie. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't either.
But TikTok, yeah, it does that to you. You know, TikTok is like a few seconds
It's
on to the
addictive.
next.
I'll tell you, I've learned, and I don't know if everyone else has, but when TikTok was first out, I used to fall for it all the time. But they're really good at this on TikTok. They make fake movie trailers, and they'll tell you, oh yeah, check this movie out or movie posters at Netflix, and you go look for an hour, going, I can't find it. Then you Google and you find out it's not even real.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they do that. They talk about new movies on new shows, and they're just completely bogus.
Bullshit.
Yeah, because I guess it's fun to troll. They're like, yeah, they're looking for that right now, and I'm
I'll
like,
be
yeah.
honest, I don't even have TikTok. I got better things to do.
Well,
I have
now, if you don't
TikTok.
have it, how do you know it's better?
I have TikTok for my business,
daughter
but that's
has
it.
it, and
Oh.
I just don't have the time to.
Well, no shame in my game. I got it. I
got
dig
it.
it.
She's covering your time
got
and
it.
hers.
I'm not knocking anyone who has it, but I'm just saying I'm too busy. I just have Facebook and that's it.
Well, you're hypnotizing people a lot, so that's important.
She's studying for that exam.
Now,
She's doing things.
You should probably hypnotize me to stay off
I
TikTok.
could.
Yeah.
Like, cause I get addicted to some
Can y'all
people.
hear me?
There's a dude on there named World of T-shirts.
yes.
Josh Block. If y'all have TikTok, please find
Josh
World
Block.
of T-shirts. Josh Block.
Don't.
Yes, I know. He drives my family crazy, but he screams a lot. He gets drunk every day. He bites his hand. Like it's amazing. It's
Why
just-
does he bite his hand?
Because I think he's on the spectrum, and they trigger him all the time.
He says, "Put the fries in the bag. Put the fries." I mean, he just do it. Just
Yeah, he's
It's hard to explain. Just find him. There's also a cat on there right now, okay, who is super viral. His name's like Max something, but somebody's put a GoPro on their cat's neck, and this dude goes out.
Oh,
and
he's a
just-
badass
He
cat.
fights every cat.
I've seen that.
He's like
and,
a cat
and
bully.
now I get
I've
these
seen
videos nonstop of people going, "It's not funny anymore. Who is this cat? We gotta find out who it is."
He's like the Jake Paul
There's
of cats.
always
Yeah.
there's always drama to follow on TikTok. It's like my reality show. There was a woman in Tampa that had this big house made of concrete, and she was kind of boastful about it, like nose in the air, like "Don't hate me, my husband
Yeah.
spilled her." So everybody was like, "Yeah, let's see after." So everybody was looking,
Yeah.
The little dude, the Dan guy with the one leg that was in the boat on.
Oh,
on
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
He's got drunk. Like man, I'm so guilty being on TikTok. I'm
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And it does nothing for me. I mean, no
Yeah.
value.
No, you just brought value
Except
to the show. That was
for-
3 minutes right there.
Joy.
You could
It
get all
brings
these
me joy.
certifications
And
if
you
he
need
wasn't
joy.
on there.
Listen, it's that or heroin. So y'all.
Don't do heroin.
Exactly.
All right. I'll stick with TikTok.
Never understood it. I wanted to have a good time, not go to sleep. you
I
know?
tried it twice just to like make sure.
Just to make sure?
Just to make sure, and
That's
I
why I
wasn't
To
sniff-
make sure of what, anthropologist?
If-
You just
that I
said,
liked
hey,
it.
I want to try heroin.
I sniffed.
Yeah.
I kept sniffing
Well, I
cocaine
used
because I
to-
like that
Yeah,
smell.
I mean, I used to very much enjoy drugs and alcohol and
Drugs and alcohol are
drugs and
bad,
alcohol.
kids.
She's
And
recovering.
yeah, in the middle of the 90s, right after I turned 18, I moved to New Orleans because, Arkansas is the problem. And I tried, because, I mean, I want to be cool. I'm all effed up already. And I was like, why not? And I tried it and I was like, no, I don't like this.
I knew immediately. I never tried that because I never
never
wanted.
tried it
Sleep is
Sorry,
not
Mom,
my
if
bag.
you're listening.
No, sleep was never my thing. I always wanted to keep having fun.
Oh, same. I was a big fan of the uppers. I was a
Yeah,
big
the
fan of
Saline County
uppers.
Slim Fast.
Yes.
Yeah, that-
I come from the days of Yellow Jackets and No-Dos and Mini Thins.
Yeah, when you
like,
could buy it at the convenience,
yes,
you could
when
buy meth at the convenience
bought meth
store,
at the
and it was
convenience
just fine.
store. It
Nobody
was
said
totally
anything.
fine.
Yeah, they called it ephedra.
Yep.
Or
Yep.
mini thins.
Mini Thins.
Yeah, and we would
No-Dos.
eat. Funny how the more of them you had, the better your school day was.
It was wonderful.
I'd have like 8 mini thins in the
Yes.
morning, and school was amazing, man.
Got it.
Don't
done.
listen, kids.
Yes.
They're lying.
Well, you can't get those.
Can't get them anymore. You know,
get
you
that.
got to. I've
You
got to
can't even get
show my.
Sudafed.
Yeah, I've got to show my ID to get NyQuil. So yeah, and I'm good.
All right, so
Been there, done that. I've got the ADC number to prove it. I'm good.
You got one of those?
Girl, yes. 707-501.
Hey, we all know somebody with
Stewart.
one. 130-266. Trauma bonded.
Trauma bond.
yeah. I have no ADC number.
Me either.
Y'all don't need one.
I have a bad
Don't worry
credit
about
number. It's my social security number. All right. So more reasons people might wake up in a bad mood. Negative event in your life. Uncomfortable mattress. That is the biggest challenge
in prison.
maybe in my life. It doesn't matter how long you try it in the store or get it home over a period of time. It just, I don't know. I cannot seem to find a way to pick a good mattress.
Do you have just a regular mattress, or did you try to go Sleep Number, Tempur-Pedic?
We tried the sleep number thing. That was not. First of all, it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. It's really an air mattress. Second of all,
Oh, we did do one that was like a Sleep Number that had the air thing in it, and it sucked too. And we did the one that was a split. It wasn't split all the way. It just.
Oh, no.
And I kept falling in the little hole.
Yeah.
yeah,
Hated that thing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we have yet to find one.
We use a Tempur-Pedic, like a 12-inch foam. It has the cooling gel on top. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all tried a purple one.
The
I've
no,
heard
I've
of
heard of
that.
purple. The ones that
heard
come in
of
the
those.
box like
Yeah.
Casper or
And
whatnot.
it
Yeah.
folds.
That all foam. It makes me feel like it'd be hot.
Well, mine's all foam, but it has a cooling gel, so it actually cools your body temperature down
Yeah.
when you're sleeping.
Okay. I don't know. Well, I don't need anything cooling. She
Cooling
keeps,
bed,
she
cooling
keeps
sheets.
the setting on my air conditioner is at frozen tundra.
I know that's right.
That's where she keeps
Real
it.
life.
I looked last night.
It's probably your fault.
It was
You
69.
probably give up too much heat.
I do give up a lot
There's
of heat.
nothing wrong with that. 69.
No, nothing at
No,
all. It's a
no,
great
I
year.
mean,
Great
no, I'm
year.
talking about the temperature though. For real. I can't.
I'm talking about the temperature too.
I can't sleep when it's hot.
I prefer 68.
Like you can always
And a half.
add blankets, add clothes, but you can only take so much off. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So no, I like it cold. You're right.
Yeah, no, I endure the cold because
so does
because
every
I
other
love her.
human being
Yeah,
in our
my
house.
son when he'll go, God damn, it's cold in here. I'm like, I know, and she'll go, you guys get a jacket or a blanket or something, you pussies.
Yeah.
I
my
do
God,
not say that at all.
Well, something like that. I mean, not quite as Patrick as that, but something along those lines, right?
She probably doesn't say anything. She just looks at you.
No, she
they
definitely
already know
talks
the
crap.
deal. They know what the deal is. Get a hoodie, get a blanket.
Yeah, that's you see what
That
I mean.
hoodie you've been wearing all summer, put it back on.
Yeah,
Bingo.
yeah. There's no sympathy in that. There's no sympathy in.
No,
in
because
her.
it's not like it's frost. It's just a little air. Sorry, I don't like it
Like the
hot.
circulation.
I live with boys. No.
Y'all stink.
Yeah. Have you been? You've been to a prison, right?
Yeah.
You know what it smells like when it gets warm.
True.
Go into any warehouse where dudes work. No, we keeping it cold.
There is no deodorant in the penitentiary.
Is there not?
No.
None that works. I mean, you get like the little Bob Barker, y'all know that Bob Barker has he did. He's not alive anymore, obviously, but had this whole thing where he was sending out to the prisons the little toothbrush and toothpaste and their little
No.
toiletries and everything. Yeah, they've.
I thought he was about spaying pets, spaying and neutering your pets.
Maybe that's something in the
That
the
was one of his
toothpaste
other
too.
things
Who
he did,
knows?
huh?
Who knows? I don't know. but
Bob
it
Barker was doing
Bob
that.
Barker was doing that. Yeah.
Wow, that's wild.
I know.
I think I'd rather have a cup of noodles.
Them cup of
Those
noodles.
ramens are real money.
I mean, like when you're in prison, though, do you really care about like what you smell like?
No.
I mean,
No.
I would.
no, the worse I
just
smell,
feel-
the better it is, I think.
Well, absolutely.
I need to ward people off.
But you don't get noodle cups in prison. It's the package or whatever. I don't think we actually had
the noodle
the
cup.
actual cups, but we did some finagling with the food.
Oh, yeah, you can see that on TikTok
Yeah.
also. And by the
They're
way,
much more creative.
the people on TikTok that are in jail,
In jail.
blows my mind.
With all your stuff.
There's
How did
one
y'all
dude
do
I
this?
follow that does all the dances, all the dance trends, and it blows my mind.
Are you going to tell me the guards aren't seeing this online?
They
Nobody knows they're on
are.
TikTok?
They
I mean,
have
come on, man.
to.
I thought you were in jail.
Doesn't it do like a near you or suggested for you kind of thing like Facebook does?
Yeah.
Like
Man.
your FYP. It's
Yeah, no doubt.
it's
What about those
7:37.
Menendez brothers, though? Have y'all watched that yet?
No.
Oh my
Wait.
God.
Which doc? Is there a new doc,
There's a
or is
new
this
one.
okay, or is
There's a new
this
one.
like their TikTok channel?
On Netflix. No, they're about to get out.
Oh, I've heard this.
Yeah,
this is
they're
real
more than
life.
It was
likely
Joe
about to get
Exotic,
out.
I think.
Joe
Is he really?
Exotic's gonna.
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, they say no. They say it was, well, you know how this goes, but
Yeah.
they're presenting some new evidence. They think he's going to be out within a year.
Well, Milli Vanilli is, their numbers are going up all the time.
Well, the half of them that are alive, I don't know if it's Rob
Well,
or Fab, but
they're using their music in that documentary throughout it.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere on
Yeah.
TikTok, those songs.
It's
I'm digging the
hilarious.
songs myself.
Hey.
I'm like, how did I not know this shit?
That's from my time.
Yeah, I'm leaving. Like, there's some good stuff on there.
yeah, they weren't. Well,
But is it them?
no, it wasn't.
No,
No,
they're
it
Is it like
wasn't
old
them.
school?
No, that's
No,
it.
no,
Milli
okay.
Vanilli got busted because they were lip syncing.
Yeah,
they
it
were
wasn't
never
them
singing
singing.
She was talking
anything.
about the Menendez brothers.
No,
No, I was talking about
No,
Milli
Milli
Vanilli.
Vanilli.
Yeah, I was talking
yeah.
about that.
Don't correct me.
I
It
know
sickens me.
they got in trouble, though.
They got their
Got those
Grammys
Grammys
taken back,
taken.
and then one of them killed themselves.
Yep.
It was that bad. He lost his
that
Grammy.
bad.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just a Grammy, dog. But listen to this guy says, Pump Man 501.
Is that his screen name?
Yeah, it's so nice to see Patrick and Laura and hear them again. Please do more of your rants. You could plan weekends with all of it. Great guest today. Give yourself a round of applause. Great guest today. So that is awesome. That is awesome. All right.
We
well,
crave your approval. We really do.
Well,
I
that's
found
why
you-
we're here.
What? I didn't know you were gay.
I'm not.
I found you on Grinder.
Tinder. I'm on Tinder.
You're on Grinder.
You're
That's why
right.
guys keep coming up to me in shops.
Like these. Hey.
Kind of fun. All right. Let me get to one of our sponsors that we need to be talking about right now. Talk to you a little bit about the guys that made this amazing console that we're sitting at. And here you can, well, no, these are all close. I'll get a zoom out on it. But this thing is amazing. It was done for me by the Spencers, Randy and Sean, Spencer Consulting LLC. And if you are needing renovations done on your home, these guys are amazing. Spencer Consulting LLC. They do all kinds of renovations, anything from small to a full flip. They do a lot of homes for me and for my investors who buy homes, and pretty amazing work. And then I also want to mention, if you're in Conway, maybe you vape, or maybe you're a connoisseur of the hippie lettuce, and you're looking for the dopest glassware you can get at the best price in town. Yeah, of course you are. You want the best selection of vape flavors, brands. Don't go to the crappy gas stations. Go to Crazy J's in Conway at 2625 Donaghy Avenue, Suite 110.
Right beside Chad Sledge.
That's right, right beside, it is right beside Primal Urge Tattoos and Piercings by Chad. Yeah, you got a piercing by Chad recently. That sounds wrong. Hold on.
Why
I'm
did
gonna- You were pierced by Chad. No, you did. You got your nose pierced
I
again.
did. Again. I've never had it done
Oh,
before.
you never had it done before? I thought you had.
No.
Oh. Did it hurt, by the way? You didn't say.
I mean, it didn't feel great, but it's only like a second.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Well, hold your hand up for the audience to see, though.
We're ladies.
Your tattooed hand.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
well, we're talking about piercings.
Well, right, but I'm just saying she's pain resistant. This tattoo right here, 6 hours. She sat in the chair.
7.
7. I'm sorry. I sat with her. Not a sound, not a tear.
First tattoo, right?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
No.
No, she's got another tattoo.
I have another tattoo,
You've
but
got
I
another
only
one.
have a
Kind of a tattoo.
boy.
Is it a
Good
kitchen?
God.
Is it a kitchen table tattoo?
I don't know what that means.
Like a stick and poke done at somebody's kitchen table?
No, girl, I'm not that trashy. And that's no, sorry, it's fine. My brother has a slew of those, and I'm not. You know what? That sounds ugly.
It's okay. I was trash.
Because I
at the
am
time.
full on trash.
Yeah. Same.
But no, I don't have any of those. But I got one when I first turned 18, and there's only about a quarter of it left because it's kind of like on the panty line.
I got you.
You
I got
know, and I had a C-section, and there went some of it. They're like, sorry, we had to cut a little bigger tattoo off.
Yeah.
Then vanity set in. I got a tummy tuck. We got to take a little bit of that tattoo off. So there's something there.
There's something there.
It's just you can't make it out. I try not to make eye contact with it. Honestly, I don't. I don't ever want to see. So I should get a cover up, but I don't really care.
Why?
Right.
Why?
Why'd you get a cover up?
Well, I mean, it's
I like it.
like what? What is it? Just
Just the color.
chicken scratch?
Just a little color down there. You know,
Landed
you know where to turn when you see it's like a landmark. You sound like, oh yeah, I got to move 3 inches to the right.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, I don't know why. I guess if it was somewhere visible, then I might have it taken care of. But meanwhile, Chad does nose piercings. That's cool.
Back to that.
But the thing that sucks about it though is I'm not supposed to take it out for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Which to me is horseshit, and I'm probably not gonna listen.
I think it's because it's, I guess, cartilage, and it takes longer for that. I guess that's
To
why.
heal
Is that
up, I
right?
guess.
Yeah.
I changed mine in a month.
I'm gonna
Did
change
you?
it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna change it.
You
know
could
you're
put
gonna
just
do
put
it.
a second one in at the same
Well,
time.
the one
Just
they
DP it.
Did you get the straight one or did you get one that hooked?
It's curved.
Yeah, it stays in there better than the straight one.
Yeah, I always thought there was a backing in there that was just growing a booger
I
farm. on
thought
it.
so too. I thought so too. I didn't know that. I didn't realize they just hang. Like,
All right, so you know what's now that we've kind of drifted on the subject just a little bit, you know what's apparently making a big resurge, and you know these things cycle through, but I don't sometimes understand. Much like the mullet's return, I don't know why it doesn't look good. The mustache only look, not a good look. It's a bad look. I don't know why. Just because they did it, yeah. Just because they did it and Rooster did it and Maverick doesn't mean you look good. Okay, and that dude, what's his name, Miles? His wife couldn't wait for him to get that thing off. She hated it during the entire time, but he wanted to look like Goose did, so he
Burt
wore
Reynolds.
that. Yeah, that is a Burt Reynolds. But that's the guys get the mullets mainly. The ladies, what's back in style for you? Tramp stamps are back. Everybody's now, that's the new
Okay.
tattoo to get a
I
tramp
figured
stamp.
that would probably make its way back.
Well, I mean, now that we're not wearing clothes, it's certainly.
Well, they've got the jeans now that have the cutouts where
Yeah.
it's like you just have the band and then it's cut out and you've got like your hips or something sticking out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
only a matter of time until the jeans came back that show your tramp stamp. So you need to get a tramp stamp. Are they tribal? Are they pushing for tribal?
Are
tribal
we bringing
Oh,
tribal?
Are we
back?
going that level?
that would be good.
That would be good. Barbed wire around the arm.
Yeah, I always felt like that as men that we're kind of a little bit we get a bad shake, because you guys have nice shirts with low cut, where you show a little cleavage here and there.
Yeah, like
I don't
Dovie's
want
got the
those
puppies
shirts.
out.
Yeah, she's got the sweater puppies,
Hey.
barking.
Yeah.
Don't be
They're
ashamed. Be
gorgeous.
proud of that. Be proud of that.
They're beautiful.
But the thing is that I don't think we get the same generous
beautiful.
opportunity. I think that right at the zipper line, we should have a clear cutout in men's jeans, and you should be able to show a little nad cleavage. Just not just a tasteful amount, not too much.
No.
Just a tasteful
No.
amount of nad cleavage.
What is tasteful?
A little nad bra to push it up, make it look real good. And what do you mean?
If y'all shaved, maybe.
Well,
A little manscaping.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't. I don't know I can't speak for other men, but I just think it'd be nice to have a nut bra with a little cleavage showing there,
It would not be comfortable. I'll just tell you that.
No?
Bras are not comfortable.
No.
No.
No, that does seem to be a pretty universal statement, that bras are not comfortable. Yet we continue to wear them.
We.
We. Patrick.
Hey, I'm with
swore
you,
y'all want
ladies.
to.
I'm with you, ladies. I
Patrick has a bro.
have a strong A cup right here. You just can't see it because I'm in black, so it's slimming. That's why that is.
He's bringing the bro back.
All right, so let's move on, shall we? Hold on, let's just do this right here.
You wake up and you feel like crap. You know who else wakes up and feels like crap?
Yeah, here comes a shameless plug.
Patrick and the people.
All right, so let's talk about what everybody is watching. We kind of dipped our toe in it a little bit earlier, but Dovie, what are you watching when you do spend time in front of TV, phone? I mean, what shows are your big things now, or movies are you into right now?
Well, I watch the news.
Oh,
But
that's depressing.
What I do is I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watch Dr. Siegel, who is a profound doctor who
Okay.
does a lot of hypnosis. So I'm focused
So you
on
see,
my.
but that's okay. So you have a YouTube channel with a doctor that's your bag. That's your thing that you watch, and it's about like mindfulness and hypnotherapy and things of that nature.
Yeah, I try to learn as much as I can so I can help others.
Sure. No, I know you're better
used
than
to
I
do
am, and
that.
that's okay.
I used to watch a lot of Iana Van Zant and Tony
Oh,
Robb
yeah.
and Philly
Iana.
Blunt. I love Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
But I think I just burnt myself out on it because like I used to like be addicted to Dr. Phil, and now like he's on the Roku channel all the time, and every time I try, I'm like, eh.
Well, this ain't like what I don't watch. They're not like TV shows. They're real doctors who, do
Dr. Phil's a real
research and-
doctor.
Don't you tell me Iana Van
Well, I
Zant's
know,
not a
I
real
know,
doctor.
but they're not show doctors.
I got you.
Right. Except on YouTube.
Well, they do podcasts, so that's what I watch.
No, but
Yeah.
it feeds you, just like you were saying
I'm just
earlier.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Whatever you take in is,
Yeah.
so you're harnessing the chi, putting out the good.
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay. All right. Ring it. What is that? Is that
Chi.
from Happy Gilmore?
No, that's harnessing the
Chi.
put out the bad.
Okay. Yeah. Send him to his home, Happy. Send him to his home. What are you watching these days, Amanda? What's your jam right now as far as shows or movies?
Everything is background noise for me because I'm always working on something else and multitasking.
Is this the
so-
world we've come to?
Yeah.
We're always multitasking, aren't we?
I mean,
Everybody
I have
is.
to. I have to.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. Mountain monsters. Like I said, like
Oh,
mountain
yeah.
monsters is ghost hunters. Since it is October, right now I am putting on like the Scream
Marathon.
series or whatever, and I watched
Did
that.
you
or
like the
Sleepy
newest Scream
Hollow.
movie?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay.
I have not seen it yet. I will say that the one prior to it, I mean,
I didn't like it.
I didn't like the newest one. I'll say that.
well,
that
Nev
much.
isn't in it, right? Nev
No, she
Campbell,
was
She's
in
in
the
the,
newest one,
newest one.
Yeah.
I know that they worked out whatever
It was
issues they were
super.
having
It was,
on the.
it's a lot of issues to get all these people back together
Yeah,
because
especially when you
half
keep
of them
killing them
died
off.
or whatever, and so you got to figure out creative ways. And
I stick to Scream 2 and Scream 3. Those are kind of my favorite
Okay.
because they're really just awful.
are you a horror aficionado?
No, I do enjoy horror, but I will never claim to be an aficionado
Okay.
whatsoever.
What about true crime?
I do enjoy true crime. I like to see what we are capable of as human beings.
Me too.
I like to be reminded of who and what I am.
I like to see the ways I'm going to try to escape. That's what I
I
like
like
to
that
see.
too. I want to be
Because
prepared.
I know they're looking to kidnap this sexy
At
young lady.
100.
I'm always trying to smell out a murderer or pedophile.
Oh yeah.
I like to call them pedos.
Pedo.
Pedos. Yeah, man. I just watched the thing on Jared Fogle. That is a sick son of a. Yeah, that dude is. Woo! Jesus.
But he had some good sandwiches.
Man, I love
I mean,
serial killers.
a little bit of
stuff, too.
trade-off.
Yeah.
But like I told you, I like trash and smut.
No, I mean, but we watch a lot of reality shows, but particularly competition, Big Brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Watch a lot
I
of
think
that.
it's twitching my eye.
I
Y'all
was
see
about
it?
to say,
It
yeah,
really
it's
is.
twitching.
It's you, sir.
Twitching.
It's
you, sir.
I just try to chime in where I can. I sat here quietly for a good minute and a half. I thought, well, maybe now it's safe to get in the
Not
water
at all.
again.
You did
No,
warn us
no.
of a hostile takeover.
I
and
did, I
you
did.
didn't
I said
realize
today
it would be
could
a
be,
3
yeah.
against
I
1.
think
Well-
maybe I should sit on the opposite side of you so you can see me. I think maybe that's the problem.
What the rock is cooking?
Yeah.
That's Laura coming in
That's
today.
Laura coming in.
Yeah. That is a good one. I miss those days of wrestling, to be honest with you.
I do too.
enjoyed them.
Also, just
Agreed.
watch the documentary on Vince McMahon. He's also
A piece of shit, yeah. So we were talking about
Well,
that
we knew
Sunday.
this.
We did
We
know
knew
that.
this.
We were talking about that Sunday, and the gentleman that's the ring announcer.
Oh, yeah,
I forget
Rich
his-
Rockwell.
Yeah. We got to have a conversation about that, and he let me know which episodes of that documentary to skip because I already knew it from Dark Side of the Ring or whatever, but it has been, it's wild watching all of that unfold and then watch all the pay-per-views and the matches and everything and knowing everything that's going on.
Yeah.
It's wild, but they are bringing back old school, like, 90s
Attitude era.
wrestling. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, that's
I'm
what
here for it.
everybody's watching online. I mean, they're all nostalgic for that, and you know, it was just more fun then.
It was.
That's what we were talking about when, you know, look, say what you want about Vince McMahon. I guess, you know, he was just playing himself. But what a great villain that he's been for many, many years. And look, he made a great organization. Now, he was ruthless bastard to do it.
Yeah.
But, man, he made a great organization. And watching him and Steve Austin, or him and The Rock,
Oh, yeah.
Triple H, all them going
Oh,
at it
yeah.
was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So what are your newest shows that you've been watching on? No, I mean as far as the new true crime shows, because you got a couple of them that you've been checking out, some documentaries.
No, those are literally the ones I just the Menendez brothers and that one I don't have.
How about the chimp one? That one's crazy. We were talking briefly about that yesterday.
Yeah, the chimp lady.
Same people that made Tiger King, and this is a lady who had chimps at her home, and PETA came after her.
Yeah.
Man, this lady makes Joe Exotic look like a Boy Scout. I mean, she is a certified cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Bless her.
I mean, she is just out there for sure. You know?
Yeah, they want to take.
I don't know what to go home and watch.
Yeah, they wanted to. Oh yeah, it is good. It's on HBO. Did you
Okay.
say that? It is on.
I did
Max.
not
It's
say
on-
that.
Yeah,
Is it on
it's
Max?
good.
HBO Max.
Yes, it's so good. And she is crazy. Like she's giving this monkey like Powerades and shit. Like Happy Meals from McDonald's. She said she literally loves the monkey
No, that's what they get in the jungle, you know.
Yeah.
more than her
And the
child.
zoo.
Yeah, and her son's on the documentary too. He's like, I know.
Bless his heart.
Right.
Is there
Right.
like an ACA for kids like that? You know, adult children of alcoholics? Is there like an adult children of cuckoo Cocoa
I don't,
Puffs?
shoot, I don't know.
That dude is literally got problems from his mom. Yeah, I mean, he really, you
to
could see it
contact
broke
me.
him.
He really does. He really does. I wonder if he shared like a room with chimps and.
That's how you get a Menendez brother.
No, she just ignored him a lot and spent all her time with the chimp.
Kitty ignored them too.
Yeah.
Kitty got blasted.
Yeah, but watch out. You might end up,
Yeah.
being taken out by your offspring.
Or they're gonna take out their school.
Just
One of
saying.
the two.
Just saying.
Hey, let me mention, if I could, look, nobody wants to go through the end of a relationship, divorce, or custody, but maybe you have to.
Maybe.
Let me tell you something. Don't get a second-rate attorney. That's the one thing I'll tell people. I don't care what you buy, anything you want generic or lower price, shop around, but don't get the cheapest attorney because you're going to get the cheapest deal, okay? And it's not going to be what you want. And in this case, you need a lawyer who understands what you're dealing with, someone who's done it a lot, someone who's got a lot of experience. And that's Bonnie Robertson and Robertson, Oswalt, and Noni. They have been doing this for a very, very long time. I've known Bonnie for a long time. She is very good people. And if you need help, you need someone who's going to listen and get it done for you, she can do that. It doesn't matter whether it's divorce, custody, adoption enforcement, anything like that. Wow. You can reach them at 866-311-3815. 866-311-3815. Soon we'll have Bonnie on. She wrote this book right here, which you can go over to our website, patrickandthepeople.com, and there is a link set up to After the Wedding, a Divorce Lawyer's Top 25 Tips to Keep You Married. So this might help you.
After the divorce?
No, before the divorce.
Before the
I think that's for before, to keep you married, not after.
You should read it.
Past life regression
I
also
probably
helps
should.
with relationships.
Does it?
I believe that.
Yeah.
I thumped through that on Sunday.
Undoing maybe all the baggage from your past life you brought into this life.
Yep.
Yeah. I get now.
I guess I should have met you before I filed for divorce. Maybe.
She said maybe.
Maybe.
You're probably
I mean, not for me, obviously, because I'm not the problem.
I know your situation,
Right.
but I think you're good.
Y'all heard it, Dr. Dovie co-signed.
Did he also dig heroin?
Did he?
Yeah, he was crack. Crack, yeah. He preferred crack and whiskey.
Are you from Saline County?
I feel like I need to move there. My business is there, and the longer I spend time there, the more and more comfortable I am.
It just feels like home.
It just
doesn't
feels
it?
like home. It really
it's
does.
a different vibe.
It really is. I'm born and raised downtown Little Rock, and so to go from the 80s and the 90s in Little Rock to Saline County in the 2000s, yeah,
it was popular
wild.
in the 2000s. Now it was a whole different Saline County then.
That's true.
We do need to get to this, so let's go ahead and move into.
Somebody said music is still playing 2 minutes ago. I don't know.
I don't know what it was though.
Hey, if there's music playing, will y'all tell us again?
There,
Yeah.
we'll do that. That way that there's no music playing. Let's make sure there's nothing else pushed here, because that is
It's bullshit.
such a good. I love that damn thing, man. I don't know. It's just a lot of fun to me. All right, let's get to the really, really, really bad things that are happening to people.
Yeah, that seems awful right there.
Well, it is.
All right, somebody said it's not playing, so we're good. You can
Go team.
Okay, we're solid now.
Still
Everybody's
team
good?
Team
Everybody's good?
effort.
All right, let's do it then.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear. Buying lunch on a dumb guy's knee, or a big hard fuck drowning some money. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? This shit ain't funny. What? This shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. What?
All right. Let's get into it. And when's the last time you went anywhere on an airplane, Dovie?
To Dallas, Texas, many years ago.
Yeah.
I prefer to drive.
Okay. A flight from Seattle to Istanbul, Turkey, made an emergency landing in New York after the pilot died mid-flight. Mm-hmm. That's got to be very disconcerting. I have to say right there. Yeah, Tower, we've got a problem. Yeah, what's that? The pilot's dead. Oh. Does anybody play video games? A Turkish airline pilot lost consciousness mid-flight, forcing the co-pilot to reroute to JFK in New York. The captain, whose name I cannot pronounce, 59, died before the plane landed, and they could not resuscitate him. He's in perfect health, allegedly, and had his last examination in August, and he'd worked there since 2007. But, yeah, that's one of those things where you're like, the pilot died. Oh, damn. Now, I know a lot
Glad
of...
they have co-pilots.
They do.
Yeah, and now...
And machines buttons.
Yeah, a lot of autopilot. My friend who was a pilot who owns Stone Throw Brewery, Theron Cash, said that, basically once you get up in the air, it's kind of automatic.
Yeah.
Aren't the air marshals trained too to help to fly in case?
Terrorists. That's what they're there for.
Well, I know, but they're
Or
people.
Karens.
Yeah.
Karens, yeah. What?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. A Wells Fargo employee found dead last week, 4 days after clocking in for work in Arizona.
I'm sorry. How
Okay.
does that happen?
First of all, that could not have been 4 days ago. That happened like 2 weeks ago.
I'm just reading the story, honey.
Oh.
Oh,
that
he
all
was
right?
dead for 4 days.
4
Yeah,
days.
he was dead for
Yes.
4 days
The family's
after
gonna
clocking
sue
in
us.
for work.
I would too.
Well, thanks for telling the story.
WTF?
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, no, that's
Laura,
great.
why don't you tell the story?
Yeah.
He's been talking a lot.
Yeah, I'm tired. You tell it. Officers responded to the area August 20th after receiving calls from on-site security who believed the employee was dead. The employee, identified as Denise Prudhomme, 60, said she was pronounced dead before 5 p.m. Well, that means she's not getting all her overtime. Investigators determined she scanned into the building August 16th at 7 a.m. So she sat there at the office dead for 4 days?
How?
And what, people just walked by and went, oh, she must be sleeping. Don't wake her up. Don't wake
Did
her up.
nobody smell? Like, because, I mean, when you die, there's things that happen, you know, muscles and whatnot that release. Someone's going to start smelling. Was she in a cubicle? Was she in an office?
She must, maybe she was in a cubicle or something, but that's still.
How? Are they not having people? Y'all need to fire your janitorial service because at least they should have found her.
Yeah.
Somebody
Well,
else, like
some
Carol's
yeah.
cooking Indian food.
God.
I would sue.
Racist.
Racist.
Racist. All right, here we
Like
go.
there's a button for that.
Let's. There might be. We'll put one in. 2 young boys have died in separate tractor accidents at Halloween hayrides in Tennessee and Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota 13-year-old Alexander Mick died Saturday. He was run over by the tractor-pulled trolley wagon. The sheriff's office got a call about 7:30. And then another one happened the next day where a boy tried to jump on a trailer to scare some hayriders at the haunted Hilltop Halloween event in Hamilton County. He slipped and fell under the wheels.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. That's not a good hayride, I'll be honest.
Oh.
No,
I wonder if people thought
mean,
it was a part of the show, though, you know? Like
At first, they're like, "Oh man, that's some good effects right there."
Oh,
No, that's his head. Oh damn, I'm sorry about that. That is bad right there. Yeah, no, that's bad.
They're going to
business.
outlaw hayrides now.
Well, you just can't trust them.
Yeah.
You know, they're just not safe anymore. No, people.
Nothing.
We need hayride
Nothing's safe.
control. That's for
Yeah.
sure. All right, let's see what else we've got going on here. Hold on one second. Okay, so here is we're going to New Jersey for this story where that a factory that makes cardboard boxes, the supervisor accidentally fell into the compact machine that compacts the boxes afterwards. They did try to stop the machine about halfway through. He was still alive at that point and actually talking.
Oh, my God.
Still talking. The lower half of him had been crushed. So they get it stopped somehow. He's talking. They call for the ambulance or whatever to get him out. When the ambulance comes, someone accidentally triggered it again and it killed him.
It kind of just reminds me of Will Ferrell in one of the Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah.
Final Destination.
When he falls off the cliff.
Yep.
And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm down here.
Yes.
I've hurt myself pretty bad.
Very badly.
I think it's turning gangrenous.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that is phenomenal.
Wow.
All right, here's another one. This one is out of New York City. A woman who bought some weight loss pills online was very shocked to find when she went to the doctor that she had a 30-foot tapeworm wrapped around her intestines.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a good day.
Oh, my God.
That's a good day.
Yeah, most girls, not all girls.
How?
I want a tapeworm.
30-foot tapeworm.
Yeah. Well, they get
Where?
very large in your intestines, and they eat the food that's in there.
They do.
You get
That's-
skinny.
You get
Yeah.
skinny.
Just
Yeah,
live.
they're eating it
live.
for you. How is it you get skinny when it's still in there eating the food? And it's got to process it
That's
out.
a good point.
I mean,
And it's 30 feet long.
It's getting fatter, and you're getting thinner. How does that work?
I don't know. I'm not a
Just
Dr.
use
Dovie.
hypnosis.
Dr. Dovie.
Just
Oh, you
use
just-
hypnosis.
Hey,
Don't
we'll
order
just-
no food.
We'll sweet talk it
pills
out.
or nothing,
We're just
yeah.
gonna sweet talk it out.
Don't get your Ozempic from Amazon. you will probably get a tapeworm.
Or
Don't-
Timu.
Don't
Timu.
get it.
Yeah, that was the
Timu and Sheen.
Yeah.
Don't
that's
get
what
it at
was.
all.
Yeah.
Don't get it at all.
But it's crazy that they sell these tapeworm pills. That people are doing that. I mean, that's nutty, man.
That's
See, you try heroin, I'd try the tapeworm.
Right? I mean,
It's like, I had worms once as a kid. I'm not proud to admit that, but it did happen. I think they're called ringworms, and they were real itchy. I can't imagine what a 30-foot worm would itch like, but I
Are
think
you
my,
sure it
my
was?
butthole would be on fire.
do they scoot at like a 30-foot tapeworm? Like, is it something like the dogs would do, and you
Like
gotta
it-
scoot your butt along
like
the
Yeah.
It
floor?
does make your butt itch
Oh my
if you have one.
Yeah.
Patrick, are you sure your ex-wife didn't give that to you?
She's in
I don't think
I'm not sure.
That's what he got in the divorce.
I'm not sure at all that she didn't give it to me. She could have. Maybe I gave it back. I don't know.
I'm taking the house. You keep the worm.
No, you keep the worm. Yeah, you take the weight loss. I'll keep the weight loss. That's fine. Okay, and one more here before we have to get out of here today. We're going to go to Fargo, North Dakota, where a man was found in a car after a storm. Apparently, a tree had fallen on the car. It was he had pulled off of the main road into like a side road where it was wooded to smoke a joint. And apparently, a storm was going on, and a tree fell on him and crushed him right there. They didn't find him for 3 months. 3 months he was in there. He was really baked.
I bet.
You know what I
Baked and frozen, probably.
mean? Yeah, baked and frozen. 3 months.
Who pulls off in a storm to smoke the joint? Like, just keep
I
driving.
think he probably, I would theorize he couldn't see very well and pulled off, but said,
Oh, and he
"Screw it,
wanted-
I'm
he
just
was-
going to smoke this
just
joint,
gonna
wait
kill
for the
some time
storm to
here.
ride
Yeah,
out.
it's
It's going to be
totally
good."
fine.
And then,
Yeah.
boom, the next
Boom.
thing you know, he's
Yeah.
like holding a spliff in front of St. Peter going, what is going on here, man?
He went out in a good way.
There
I
you
guess.
go.
You want some of this, Pete?
Right?
This must be good.
Better than
It
the
must be
car-
good. He was like,
Better than the cardboard compact.
Yeah, definitely better than that
poor
ending,
guy.
right?
Oh, wow.
All right, well, don't forget, tomorrow we've got a really big show. We've got some great co-hosts coming in. We've also got Spencer Clausen of Big Brother fame who's going to be here tomorrow. And please go over to patrickandthepeople.com. Take a look at our blog. We've got videos over there. We share a lot of stuff from our co-hosts. And, we appreciate your support, your comments, everything. And we will be back again to do this tomorrow. So have a great rest of your day. And that is it, baby. That is it. Let's get out of here.
Brought to you by the new herpes. If you have old herpes, new herpes is better. It's herpier.
Patrick and the people.
Yeah.